Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Nostalgic.
And I'm RareWarington.
And welcome to a special edition of Kooky Questions, the show where we ask the internet the most pressing questions of gaming, and we feature your answers right here live. We have, again, a very special episode today with a big celebration. So what's this episode going to be about today, Sam?
You know, I feel like we always say it's special, but this is really a special, man. We're here celebrating 40 years of Rare and Rare's work. 40 years of awesome laughs, joy, like some of our favorite childhood gems, and continuing to this day, just being awesome developers. And honestly, I can say, looking at all the profile pictures in this conversation right now, none of us would be exactly the way we are right now if it wasn't for Rare's past work. So it'll be a really fun stream today, just reading some of the community's questions or answers that we put out, or rather that we got to the questions we put out. And we are joined by two really special guests today, returning guests, by the way. Jiggy Lookback, who is a really good friend of ours. How you doing, Jiggy?
I'm doing good. I would say I'm celebrating Rare's 30 years of Rare, probably more so than 40 because, you know, I wasn't really around for the 10 before that, but that's okay.
I think we're all in like that 30 bracket, so can relate, man. And then we're also joined.
I was only 2 years old when Donkey Kong Country 2 came out.
It was around the same.
Oh man, I might.
Speak of the devil. We're also joined today by our good buddy Gothic Teddy Bear, also known for his Donkey Kong Freedom project. How you doing today, Gothic?
Hey, thank you very much. You know, oh man, it's good to be here. I'm very happy to be here on this very special occasion. Like you said, I remember tweeting to Rare devs and such, even Platonic ones, which are the honorary Rare place. Our games would be nothing without their creations, their characters, their worlds, and I like to make them feel good because they're kind of responsible for my youth, and even today.
Oh yeah, totally agree. Yeah, while they're celebrating, I'm sure it's like I same as like the sentiment you just said. I just like to celebrate both them, their work, and I will say before we do start, Rare's had a little bit of a tough time. Everyone I'm sure is aware of like the collab project Perfect Dark being canceled, as well as Everwild, a project that's been in the works, led by Luis O'Connor, and recently the past few years led and designed by Greg Mayles, being canned by Microsoft. So, 40 years of, honestly, you guys could probably relate, my absolute favorite developer. And yeah, it's just going to be a fun stream of us celebrating them and their work.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And we did want to acknowledge... And I'm sorry, I did want to also just acknowledge a few people in the chat here. Rare Fox Zane, excellent Rare fan and content creator. Super Joss XD, video gaming videos. Video gaming mentions, I am 37, so I've been alive for nearly as long as Rare has been. I'm also in that same camp, 38, only 2 years younger than Rare itself. And we ask questions across a variety of different platforms, Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, YouTube, and we have a lot of responses from you that we're excited to go over. Now, we decided beforehand that we're going to play Banjo-Tooie or like other NSO Rare games. The connection isn't the most stable, but we played around a little bit, and we're just going to say, it's okay. We're here just mainly to talk about and have fun, talking about our favorite gaming company, and we think we're going to have a great time here today.
Oh, for sure. And like Drew said, it's a bit of a disaster for the connection, but hey, I've never tried 4-player NSO N64, so like he said, we tested it. This will be a lot of fun. Chaos, but a lot of fun, much like Rare's work.
Much like Chaos from off of Donkey Kong Country 3 in the pots and pans.
Yes.
There you go. All right. You want to go ahead and read the first question before we start here, Drew?
Yeah. It says, again, we're doing a special Kooky Questions in honor of Rare's 40th anniversary. So we want to ask, what's your favorite Rare game or the one that means the most to you? Can give a top few picks. Starting with myself, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it a bit. With Banjo-Kazooie is the very definition of lightning in a bottle, a perfect genre crafted by an insanely talented team. And yeah, we're going to be talking while playing at the same time. I saw that Jiggy pause there, but yeah, we can go ahead and just get playing here.
Yeah, we've gone through some
didn't want you
insane...
to be distracted, and I just come in and just obliterate everyone.
But no, I just kind of...
We're live.
But yeah, going off that a little bit more, just again, with Banjo-Kazooie, this is my personal favorite Rare game, my favorite video game of all time. Mainly because, again, just lightning in the bottle, the perfect team together, led by Greg Mayles, excellent music composer, Grant Kirkhope, Chris Sutherland, with those great control designs that he had there, and Steve Mayles with the character design. Like, you really just couldn't have asked for a better team to come up with a more creative and imaginative product, and that's why it's still my favorite game to this day here.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, I think all of us can definitely relate on the fact that, like, as Drew kind of said, we're all in that 30s bracket, but that Banjo-Kazooie, I think for all of us can say that, right? When it came out, we were all kind of affected by it, like when it came out in its actual release window.
Yeah. I actually would say I played it a little bit later on. The first game I got on my 64, because I got my 64 in 99, was actually Donkey Kong 64.
And I will say, Super Josh XD, my good Sea of Thieves buddy in the chat, how you doing? He's saying the same. He said his first game,
winning.
His first game was DK64.
Banjo-Kazooie XXL, basically.
Pretty much.
Oh man, I'm dead. And Gothic Teddy Bear, your answer, you mentioned that Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Kong Quest. It literally encompasses everything I've come to love about being a fan invested in such a brilliantly crafted, timeless monument in gaming. Sequels, of course, a letdown, but in the Rare DKU, different laws apply. Did you want to expand on that a little bit as far as DKC2 there, Gothic?
Oh, absolutely. And matter of fact, there was so much I wanted to say about that too. It's like, even like when I say in the DKU games, like Banjo-Tooie is another one, of course, where Rare Magic just somehow makes sequels just so magically good. But in terms of DKC2, like, the risk it took of not having Donkey Kong being, like, the main character, what a gutsy move that honestly shouldn't have worked. But it did. It's like, and, the fact that we were able to, Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are widely considered to be some of my favorite characters. I mean, and I think that the fact that we're actually getting some semblance of continuity in Donkey Kong Bonanza, acknowledging it, which is a whole other can of worms, like, Donkey Kong Country 2 is quite good. It's quite good.
Incredible game. In my view, like the greatest 2D platform ever made there. Rare Fox Sane chimed in and said, my dad tried to make me play Banjo-Kazooie when I was 3. He's a fan too, but I became even more of a fan than him. LOL. That's awesome.
That's actually super wholesome though. Getting your parents or family to bring you into that. Like, I played Banjo-Kazooie with my niece. Kind of responsible. I can't say I was responsible for her taking off with it though, because she absolutely loves it, and like that stuff just does my heart so good, man.
You guys are awesome for that. I just want to say, you guys are awesome for that.
The next generation of Chads.
The next generation. I learned from my neighbors before, and they're like, yeah, Banjo-Kazoo. They didn't even say Kazoo. It's Banjo-Kazoo. That's so cool.
Oh, they knew the prototype name.
That was, yeah, like Project Green. Yeah.
Banjo-Kazoo. I have not played this in a minute on an N64 controller. This is interesting.
It's hard.
Oh, yeah. It's Tony's games. This was the original Rocket League.
That's right.
I got some point. We all
Rocket League.
Actually, the original Rocket League is totally Buck Bumble. You never played that.
Oh, no. You know what? That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
Yo, this game was dark, though. Like, Grunty's sisters canonically, spoiler alert, get killed by
Let's
her by
go. Yellowstone.
And Sam, we have your answer up here. For me, it's hard to narrow down. DKZ was the first Rare game I ever fell for.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, you had a good number of answers because there's a lot of Rare games that you love. If you want to maybe go over that.
I got to be honest with you. We had a lot of great answers, and I got to thank the community. We had so many good answers. Mine was not one of them.
What do you mean?
I really don't care for my answer because I can't narrow it down, guys. Like, it's miserable. Like, I really tried. I'm like, oh, I'll just get it top 3. And then it just became me ranting and rambling on. Like I said, for me, it is hard to narrow down, but Donkey Kong Country, I gotta just kind of reminisce on the fact that was the first time that I actually saw the Rare logo, knew the Rare name, knew about Rare as a developer. Like the sort of, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know the bump, 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 bump. Like, that is my first experience. Yeah, absolutely iconic. And like, it's still, for whatever reason, one of my favorite boot ups of the Rare logo, but like, yeah, so good. And that really, like, I had played Super Mario Brothers 1 and 3 before that, but somehow Donkey Kong Country is what like brought me into my love for gaming. Like Mario, again, of course, was the first I played, but there's something about the Country series that like I just like fell in love with, like the world, the characters. I would pretend to be Diddy Kong while I climbed the tree outside of my house. Like, it's definitely one of the most impactful games of like my entire life. And DKC2, I do have to say, like Gothic was saying, it's just, and I kind of Drew touched on it. For me, I think it might be some bias is obviously established, but it's probably my favorite 2D platformer in general. Like, it's probably my very favorite #1 2D platformer. It combines so many of my childhood loves. I mean, I don't know if you guys were into pirates growing up, but like I was obsessed, completely obsessed with pirates. And being a kid, I mean, seriously, being a kid that would come home from school and watch Muppet Treasure Island over and over and over, like I just and then Animal Planet when I was done with that. So having an animal platformer game based on pirates, it was just kind of the perfect combo for me. I'm dead. But yeah, just absolutely love those games. I mean, yeah, there we go. But yeah,
I was more of a Muppets in Space kind of guy.
Muppets in Space was good. At least we got Gonzo. We gave Gonzo some origin story. That was pretty cool.
Right.
Can I say about the Muppets? Like, the Muppets is like, there's similarities to Rare's buyout history. It's so similar. Like, the DK characters, like the Muppets and the Fraggle and Sesame Street characters used to all be in one ownership group. And then Disney bought the Muppets, but they didn't buy Sesame Street. And it's like Microsoft buying Rare, but not buying. Well, they wouldn't buy Donkey Kong anyway. It's like
I Banjo-Kazooie and not Rare.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But they all come back together.
I am glad that Henson has its to branch off, that it has its independency. But at the same time, yeah, it is strange. But I will say, Fraggles look exactly like Jinjos. I think there has to be some inspiration there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say also, just to continue my bloated answer, Tui for me is probably like. I mean, DK64 was the first game I actually anticipated, like was hyped for, but Tui and DK64, especially Tui, was where I felt like this is a world that is beyond the realm of games and kind of pokes fun at the wall between the player and the game, like interconnected worlds, characters that have established relationships with characters that are in other worlds, just feeling like a whole cohesive living like world. Tui was the first time I ever felt that, like ever. So although I could go on about my like favorite games here, let me see my answer here. I'm gonna like look away from the screen. You guys can absolutely destroy me here.
Oh my!
But yes, talking to mentioning Invader Zim KC. Yes, we do have lag on this game, and we're just working with it. we are embracing it.
Welcome to NSO.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to Nintendo's online service. But I will say to finish off, I will. Although I've rambled on about those like many titles, I'm gonna go with DK64. DK64, just to me personally, a lot of the time I played with my late mother. I actually borrowed a strategy guide from a friend who also had DK64 in my neighborhood. Couldn't read a word of it hardly. Couldn't make none of it out. So my mom would sit there patiently with me trying to guide me through, which we both struggled with, but I will never forget those memories and all the memories I had playing the DK64 multiplayer, as we kind of talked about before the stream. Like, just it's a game that like I don't recall putting more hours into anything when I was a child, or anticipating a release of anything prior to DK64. First game I was ever released for its, or hyped for its release. So
and
that's gotta be my
I
number
apologize.
one,
I forget
sure.
that. I forget that Zelda Magic goes by Invader Zim KC on here. But yes, welcome and a big. I really do need to mention big thanks to her as always for like the art she does. She came up with the new party logo for Kooky Questions, and RareFoxane made the birthday cake for that you see in the thumbnail there. So we have two great artists contributing to this project here.
Oh yeah, and like Drew was saying, definitely check out RareFoxane. I mean, she does a series called Enter Game Escape, which actually has Rare, Playtonic as characters, like sort of her own lore of like these spirits that work with game developers. It's so good. Definitely check out her YouTube. And my girlfriend Sel, who does our logos, is an insanely talented artist. And like Drew said, they both helped us with this thumbnail. The Rare cake, so good. Created by RareFoxane, and the logo, this sort of Rare celebration logo, created by Cell. Just like great, talented stuff, man.
This has gotten so
This
like
is painful.
This is the worst one yet.
Yes.
This is the worst one yet.
And
I forgot about that.
I want to mention though, we did have an answer, a surprising answer from Rare themselves, the Rare Twitter account that said our favorite is that one. So
Great.
Exactly.
Typical on-brand snark.
and
Mr. Penn.
Sam replied with anticipation, great answer, Rare. So I take it that's like an old NES one they did.
Oh, that's actually clever.
Yeah, DK Vine,
yeah.
honestly, it's the DK Vine crowd that like made me knowledgeable of that game, but it's just become kind of a meme, like the anticipation guy. He's called the guy that's in the corner and that sort of 80s, 90s type shot that's like, he's just, oh, in the corner. They have his head cut out and he's sort of a meme at this point. But yeah, definitely an underrated game. And I will say Anticipation, as much as I clown and meme on it, for the NES, having like a game show type, like almost Pictionary-esque, it's like there wasn't anything like it. They were always kind of pushing the boundaries.
They certainly are.
They always did.
Rare Gamer mentioned
whoever's red
jokingly.
schooled us.
Rare Gamer mentioned this one and showing every single rare game in existence. It seems.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I like
like your-
Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Play the Collection.
Yeah, clearly they meant Beetlejuice for NES. That's what they were referring to.
And Bottles replied.
And there's a
to,
few people yeah, we got a couple of those guys replying directly to Rare.
Oh yeah, we got them there.
And
Rareware.
Bottles will mention that one you're definitely actively working on right now. I don't know how I'm going to shoot anything. Oh my gosh.
I know. This is okay. New worst one.
Whoa!
Whoa! Kazooie, I can
This
count
is-
the
my God.
frames.
This is this is something.
Man, now I'm starting to realize this is what they compromised for Bottle's Revenge. No comment.
Blinka mentions Killer Instinct, and really Rare's fighting game. And there's a post that mentioned, I think it was Lonely Goomba, that said, if Nintendo had actually kept Rare, then they'd actually have their own traditional fighting game franchise. Because Nintendo doesn't
so
really have
true.
one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's a good point.
arguably Microsoft doesn't have one because they're not really doing a whole lot. I'm not the biggest. I love old Killer Instinct. My girlfriend in chat as well, Cell, is quite good at the new one. I am not. But they've had the opportunity to give more support to that game, and like the devs did work with some of the original artists, like Kev Bayless, especially the kind of the father of every Killer Instinct character. I personally think 2013, 2014, whatever it was, Killer Instinct is good. But not getting a whole much support anymore.
It's getting slightly
Rare
better.
seemed to not be hands-on. Like, they were producers, but Rare wasn't really involved with Perfect Dark, rest in peace, or Killer Instinct. They were co-producers of Battletoads, though.
Yep.
He was the Paul
Paul,
Collins.
yeah, exactly. Paul Collins' team, and there's a few other people. Forget his name. Something Stevie's. He was on the team as well. But yeah, there's a couple people that worked on Battletoads. Which shout out to that game. It's for better or worse, it is pretty hilarious.
Lucas P mentions Sea of Thieves ? And yeah, there are definitely a lot of people that love that game quite a lot.
It's
feel
Rare's
like-
biggest success ever.
Yeah. it
Yeah,
is.
that's actually factual. That's true. Yeah, there was a few people that answered with Sea of Thieves, but I was kind of surprised. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Sea of Thieves, but of the greatest game of all time that Rare's done, it's, as Gothic said, without a doubt the most successful game, which, I mean, props to Rare. I was just glad to see that after Rare Replay and kind of them getting back to creative jams and kind of like what made them cool in the first place.
We're
after
shooting
getting
each
out of that
other.
Rare,
There are no targets to shoot. We're
Yeah.
shooting each other.
Nope. You guys are all together. This is terrible. We're all together here. But yeah. Oh shoot, this is tough.
I'm shooting myself more than anything else.
I know. Don't shoot the walls.
Magpie,
You don't have to be the sequel studio for everything.
Magpie Leon did mention Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise will forever be a banger. I only played some of the first one. I never really played much of the second one there. But yeah, I adore, if nothing else, I adore the music of Viva Pinata. I listen to the soundtrack, just haven't played much of the games themselves.
They're definitely interesting. Yeah, they're. I mean, you can't even. I dare anyone to try to describe. Like, I don't think it fits into like an actual genre. Like, it's simulator of sorts, but it's like a garden
It's a garden
management.
simulator.
It's like a farming garden simulator, I guess. Like,
With Pinata animals.
garden simulator. Yeah, Garden Simulator kind of is a nice way to put it.
The kind that Rare would make, basically.
The story is so cool though too, with like Tim Stamper just like working. It's kind of like a Miyamoto with Pikmin. It reminds me, like just working in his garden, and a certain type of butterfly showed up in his garden, and he was like, "Oh wow, I've never seen this before." Started like looking it up and was trying to figure what do I need to put. What was that? What it was actually?
Yep.
I think you're right, dude.
I know, because I did an entire video on Viva Pinata, and I
think you're right. That's literally
moth.
That's great. That's literally what it was too. I'm like, wait a second. But yeah, and then he was trying to look up what do I need to put in my garden to get more of these in my garden. And that's kind of like the whole premise of Viva Pinata, trying to put different things in your garden that will make Pinata stay there. It's kind of cool. Definitely a cool concept. And that show was
shouting that one out.
Yeah, there's this one guy, Kevin.
Pinata was like a brand. Like it had like the like it had the television show. You had like it was like a brand for a little while. Then Microsoft.
A DS game.
Yeah, THQ published the DS game.
Yeah, it was going to be on the originally, before it was even on the Xbox, Viva Pinata was going to be on the Pocket PC that Microsoft kind of scrapped. They were showing it off for a while, and they kind of scrapped the idea. But so originally it was supposed to be the Pocket PC thing, but then going to the 360, it gave them a lot more like graphic fidelity, and definitely really cool. Definitely a cool game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Rare was hiring for DS games. 2 of them at the time. Hey.
And also, we did have an answer here from Mayor Park, grabbed by the ghoulies. And Sam Joe did the, that one GIF to it. Like, I forgot how it goes exactly.
Oh, why would you say something so brave, yet so controversial?
Yep. Grabbed by the ghoulies would not be a common answer, but it is a good game.
Yeah, definitely an awesome pick, too. Like,
an underrated game.
For sure. I think I said that too. I said Chad answer an underrated game, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And Aiden over on Twitter.
It was a victim of the times, I think.
Yeah, being like the very first like Xbox game, for Microsoft, and like just kind of being a game that maybe I honestly think feels kind of slightly out of place in Xbox at the time. It just like it was kind of hard for it to find an audience, I think.
Yeah, it was first developed for the GameCube, which I think probably would have fit its aesthetic a little better, maybe.
Yeah, interesting enough,
Yeah.
it actually started out as a 3D platformer with like an open world similar to Tui, and then it transitioned into the beat 'em up thing, especially when they had to transfer over to Xbox just due to like Microsoft wanting them to push it out. They had to sort of scrap all their concepts and rework it into a game that would be easier to make, essentially.
Yeah.
More tailored to the Xbox audience, perhaps. I didn't even know that. Like,
Yeah,
beat 'em up
it was-
would be more like a Xbox thing for the bad boys.
It was that, and then like Jiggy kind of said, like it was the scope too. They had a much larger scope. I guess I'm not someone that's participating in design. I think Jiggy actually has a bit. But apparently the platforming made it a little bigger scope and a little past what they were trying to work on to get the game in a timely manner. But yeah, definitely a cool game.
It was more about the like open world aspect of it, like making the world large more than anything else.
Exploration
and so just,
aspect,
like,
yeah.
Beat 'em up, you just go room to room, and it's more about what's in the room than how it's laid out, An interesting thing about Ghoulies that I think is really cool is that there is no straight line in that game, and it was a design choice.
Yeah, they
so,
said
like,
that
every wall, every edge, everything has like a slight angle or curve to it, which is super cool.
it gave it that personality though. That's what, like, if you play it on Rare Replay, it's actually one of the only like truly on that one remastered solely for and
Jiggy,
built in Rare Replay.
Jiggy, we shot each other at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
walked
right.
right into a thermal detonator.
It's high noon up here. But yeah, like Jiggy said, they said that there's not a single, they said that was an art rule. There was not to be a single straight line in the game, nothing parallel. So that's why I feel like it's for the best. It's aged pretty well and given it that personality, man. I definitely love it. An Addams Family Scooby-Doo beat 'em up Monster Mash game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. Aiden mentions here Banjo-Kazooie. Didn't grow up with the game. I just played it for the first time a few years ago, and it's one of the best games I've ever played. DKC2 probably my favorite 2D platformer of all time. Well, a few people definitely feel that way. And Conquer, so unique, memorable. There'll never be another game like it, and I think that is a very true statement. I don't think there will ever. It's like, man, the whole game feels like a fever dream.
Totally. It's like South Park creators got mixed with a Disney like squirrel show team or something. Like it's definitely got that British humor, but it goes hard to say the least.
Yes.
And it was hard to market though, because you had like, obviously the little kids couldn't play it, but it was just M-rated. But you also had adults that were like, there was a time when it's like, they thought cutesy animals was stupid, and we don't want to play cartoony platform. That was like the really toxic like 2000s era, I remember, which is a whole nother can of worms. But we don't want to play that. We want to blow people's heads off on Halo 2 or Gears of War. We don't want to play the stupid squirrel.
Yeah, I saw the intro of Nuts and Bolts.
Oh yeah.
I remember them kind of
that's
poking fun at that too.
Yeah, but Banjo was totally just running a straight line and collecting gold things. Yeah. I wonder, Jiggy, that's interesting. I wonder if any of that open world Ghoulies platformer, I don't think it would have been Banjo, because usually they do one sequel and move on, but it's like open world. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 3 had only just come out at that time. I had no idea about that. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 3, like, that was the first real open world game. Now, they mean like open world, like more like one big world expansively, or kind of like, maybe like a Bowser's Fury or something?
I think he meant like, whereas Tui is like a large scope of exploration, Ghoulies is like a more linear room by room
I gotta
sort of
point
thing.
out,
I think is what he's saying.
I gotta point out this game just
awesome.
I gotta point out just how fantastic the lighting effects are in this game. Good at the blending of the colors,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like seamless, and it looks really, really cool, even to this day.
Yeah, our review on Drew's channel too.
Where am I?
We talked a lot about how good the dynamic lighting in Tui. It doesn't seem like it now, but back then, that was a crazy feat. Like it was pretty darn cool.
It was.
What's really cool is, especially in the Glitter Gulch mine shaft area where it's like pitch black, when you collect a Jiggy and it like circles around you, it lights you up.
Yeah.
Like it's a really advanced effect, I would say.
Yeah.
For the time.
It totally was.
I will say though, where I do think Banjo 2 has great lighting, DK64 has the best lighting.
It does.
I feel like DK64 has the best particle effects too. Particle effects and dynamic lighting of like all
It is the
N64.
most moody set atmosphere of the 3D entries on N64 for sure. Because like even in that first area, if you just play like the first like 10 minutes of the game and go down the tunnel that leads outside of DK Isle, it's insane. Like
again,
blue,
we want to have the
it's
fewest
awesome.
points as a reminder.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Read that.
wait, you're so right.
My sensor changed. What? Oh my gosh! I would have won that one.
I'm done now. I've gotten so many scores and I have people helping me. It's over for me.
Hey, I might actually win this. The tortoise and the hare. Yeah, no. Like, that's what it's super rare. And there's been all kinds of, like, rare stories, such like, the Donkey Kong 64. I told the story to Sam the other day. Jiggy, did you ever know about this one? How Chris Seaver, he only made us 2 character contributions. He joined the team to help them push it out the door for a 1999 release. He was never officially like on the team, but he helped out a lot. And like, but that contribution he did for Donkey Kong 64 netted him more money personally than all of the whole Conquer franchise combined.
Oh wow!
No, I didn't. That's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
We want to move on
The
here
director
to
of Conquer, but he makes 2 characters.
let's see.
Oh yeah.
We have Nin fan paper 64 mentioning DK64 as a favorite. And Rare Fox saying she had a longer answer that I'll need to kind of you have it. I'll need to pull it up somewhere else so I can actually look at it here. 1 second.
I can go ahead and bring it up if you want me to read it real quick.
I do have it. It just says, sorry I'm not being very original, but the game that impacted me the most is Banjo-Kazooie. This game is incredible and changed my life. Without it, or without even Rare in general, I wouldn't be the same person. What I love above all else are the developers behind this game and other Rare games. They're amazing, kind, talented, and funny people. The story of Rare is wonderful, and without Banjo-Kazooie, I would never have followed Rare. That's great. That's great. I love that.
Yeah, like I was saying, Banjo-Kazooie, it seems like the Donkey Kong Country games and Banjo-Kazooie, at least from what I've noticed are in the community, are like the biggest like gateway games for the Rare fandom.
It's crazy to think they were designed by less than 8 people. That's unheard of nowadays.
It really is.
Look at all the polygons, or lack thereof. I've never seen it displayed like this before.
Yeah, in these multiplayer games, the 2E is very low poly. Or I mean the Kazooie, sorry.
Yeah, that's like there's like you can almost count them. My goodness.
Did we read that DK64? That simple, just DK64 answer, dude? Did you already read that one?
Yes, I already did read that one there. Just DK64.
Yeah, mine's out of order. Now I've corrected it.
Mario Bros. I mentioned Donkey
Wario
Kong.
Bros.
Donkey Kong Land of the Reef is the very first video game I owned. It still means so much to me to this day. Donkey Kong 64 also made a huge impact in my gaming interests. And yeah, Donkey Kong 64. I mean, we've heard the one mentioned a few times now, and yeah, it really just represents so much of like the Rare charm back then.
Nice seeing Donkey Kong 64 get a second lease on love, because I feel like, but I think Bonanza helped it out because 3D Donkey Kong being back in the spotlight. But yeah, I'm a.
Oh, you know what? Totally the same. And like I said, it actually, with bias, completely acknowledged. It's my favorite game, man. Like it's the closest to my heart for a lot of personal reasons. But like, I will say, guys, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving.
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 Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. He's coming back. Lanky comes back tomorrow in statue form in Bonanza DLC.
Oh yes, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Sel the Badger gave her answer and said that these two, they were two of the first games I owned. I love them so much. That being Banjo-Kazooie and Diddy Kong Racing. We talked a bit about Banjo-Kazooie, but man, Diddy Kong Racing is like it's really is one of Rare's most creative titles, like with its blend of racing and adventure elements to it.
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
definitely one of my favorites too.
I got to be honest, like I think Mario Kart World is a great game. But there was a part of me, if you guys remember when they first kind of revealed very vaguely the open world concept, I'm like, oh, imagine you go like to a village of toads and you could do like a mission or like race a boss, or like I started like projecting my DK or my DKR fandom upon Mario Kart World. I'm like, what if they do it like unlockable characters in the open world and like blah blah blah, and like there's like quests and like there is stuff to do in the open world, but it wasn't quite
we're going to do the
what
rules.
I expected.
Listen up, all of you, press me to buzz in.
Didn't mean to, but that's okay.
Okay, 2 points for a correct. Okay. And Tater Chips mentioned the greatest of all time pair as well, agreeing with Sel the Badger. Super Joss mentions, on the left we have Skullface, Mumbo. Next to him is Bottles.
I will actually also make a quick shout out to Tater Chips, is Tater Tot Tunes on YouTube. Look up Tater Tot Tunes stuff. He's got remixes. He's done a bunch. I think he was officially like doing something with ukulele for a while with Playtonic, because he's got so many good remixes that are like retro style music. It's so good. What was stuck in Glitter Gulch? Mine and the.
It was good.
Who's Humba? Who's Humba? Who's Humba? Okay.
I don't know who it didn't really explain it. I'm assuming I'm Mumbo because I'm
How
player
many
one.
different characters?
Mumbo number 5.
Oh man, that's kind of a
0.
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Oh, you mean the
7.
prologue? I thought the prologue was the only one.
You plank.
Miguel Zelda.
Oh.
Don't forget the cat from
Oh,
Zelda's
gosh.
holding.
Someone else is gonna.
No.
No, you idiot!
I was like,
The boulder.
I have a 50-50.
Oh man. Take a look at this scene.
Let's see.
Okay, we got Groggy, Soggy, and Moggy.
Who just?
I forget the B.
Oh,
crap.
A.
Foggy kids.
No, it's
You
the
didn't-
igloo.
Oh, they asked where it was, not what it was.
Oh man.
To be fair,
Wait,
without the
what?
question,
What?
without the
I still have
question,
What?
Oh.
Oh, we didn't even read the question.
what was not in the picture? What was not shown? Wow.
That's okay.
Inflatable
Drinking.
boss fighting. Oh, Mr.
What was?
Drinking.
Wait.
We're doing
What did I click?
terrible.
It's a classic.
Madam.
We need to read the question.
Actually, read the
before we buzz in.
questions.
It's the downfall of the game.
Super Josh mentions quickly
You know, they
Banjo
changed some of
Kazooie,
these around
Tooie,
Xbox
Grunty's
Live
Revenge,
Arcade.
Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, but I also like Sea of Thieves. All great answers. There. You gotta read the question.
Oh, we just agreed not to just.
Okay, that works.
But I knew what it
Like
was.
Cosmo.
Here's a scene from.
But yeah, that's a great answer too, Josh. And like I said, Josh plays on Sea of Thieves. If you guys want, in our Discord, if you have me on Xbox, just like send me a DM. We actually have a Kooky Crew Sea of Thieves guild now. If anyone's interested in joining us,
Oh, I
definitely
didn't
let
read
us
the
know.
question. What happens when I don't read the question? I thought it was it's the lava side of Hailfire Peak. Where was this originally going
You're
to be?
all wrong.
I go for the steal.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Grunt. Yeah, you
I
know,
don't know
I've
that
never
one.
played
I think
with
it's
four people
two.
in Banjo-Tooie.
It's two. There's two broken ones. Haha.
You know, the best
What is
response
on
I have
the
to say earlier
wallpaper
about
in the
Mario Kart
factory
World doing all
workers?
things Diddy Kong Racing
Oh.
years ago
Ah.
was that it's been done. The beat.
I'm actually paying attention now.
Oh yeah, this is Boggy say that Boggy should.
Yep.
Oh, he does. She does say that. Yeah.
I'm paying attention now, baby.
What is the name of Sky? Oh,
Oh, come on. I buzzed in.
Easy one. Fluffy Cloud.
Fucking
That
Jiggy.
needs to be a level name in Banjo 3. Fluffy Land.
Oh,
Don't, guys, let me die.
I know where that is. I know
Oh,
where that
no.
is.
No.
I tried to get it.
Of course,
Dang it.
Mumbo gets it. Come on, have a go.
What?
What can be found in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
A canary. That's right.
I'm doing the Jiggy look back method now. Get three words. That's enough for me.
We're gonna play this way.
Once again.
Oh, I know where that is.
Pants.
But where is he?
Hey,
Oh, it's
Five
me.
Peaks.
Let's
Oh, it's Mr.
freaking
Pants.
go.
Ah.
Yeah, Mr. Wise. Mr. Shorts. He wasn't even like an official character. Like, oh crap, my phone's about to die.
Oh,
I got-
man.
I did
I
the
got-
Tower of Tragedy.
What is
That'll be
the
real
name?
tragedy.
What is the name of W?
Whoop.
Oh,
Jiggy, I was waiting for one more word and you
Oh,
took it.
No,
Oh, crap, no, I
I'm
didn't-
gonna get
I wasn't paying
points. I'm
attention.
getting points. I got it on the board.
I was not paying attention. That's all the time we've got for tonight.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go.
oh man.
Man, so
My only claim to fame, baby. All right.
we're all going to get squished.
I'll go ahead and read the next question if we're on. Are we on Pretty Cool Crocodile's
Yes.
question?
Yes.
So Pretty Cool Crocodile, one of the biggest K-Rool fans I know in the TK community, really cool person. Says, of course, Donkey Kong Country 2 is an absolute banger sequel that takes what the first game did while already good and made it even better. Captain K-Rool was sick AF, and I love the atmosphere. Oh my gosh. Revolutionary stuff they pulled off on the Super Nintendo. And yeah,
True.
man, the silicone graphics that they were working with, groundbreaking stuff.
So then we did get to the end of all the games there. It looks like Jiggy look back is the Banjo-Tooie champion, and we're thinking of maybe we want to go ahead and switch to another rare game here,
course.
maybe GoldenEye.
Let's do it.
Now I'm gonna get wiped. You guys are gonna wipe the
I was
floor.
gonna say
with
now
me.
I'm not. I have no advantage whatsoever.
Holly
It's like
Yeah,
2D,
now I'm
really
done.
confident.
Jolly
I-
Toad.
2D is my favorite game. I don't know that I answered this.
You did when we get to the. I think it wasn't YouTube answers, but yeah, Jiggy, if you,
Oh,
want
yeah,
to go over
yeah.
your answer. I mean, I know it's Tui. I know you're a very consistent man over the
Yes.
last years I've known
You
you.
can go ahead and talk about that.
Probably 2E DK64, and then I would say probably Diddy Kong Racing. And then I probably put Kazooie right under Diddy Kong Racing only because I put 2E at number 1. Like otherwise I'd probably put Banjo up there, but I
It's
just love
hard to
2E
pick
so
our
much.
favorite kid.
Yeah, right.
Based.
Well, no, I can pick it. I just as long as it's available. Like if one didn't exist, then I'd be like, well, then it's this one.
Yeah.
I will say too, Tui was one of the first games I ever beat my whole life. I think Almo's Letter Adventure was probably the first. But like
Nice.
Banjo Tui, when I was 9 years old in 3rd grade, I just committed to it for like a month, and like yeah, that's definitely a great answer and one of my favorites as well.
Oh, you know what? I don't know how much I have unlocked in this particular.
I will go ahead and also, while we're starting, read Holly Jolly Tony, my good buddy Tony's answer. He says, and no surprise to me, it's a tie between Banjo-Tooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day, which probably have the raciest humor of any cartoon game at the time.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And,
I would say both of them, but definitely Conker.
Someone told me recently, they were like, Conker is
I don't know what
great,
it is yet.
but if you remove the cutscenes and the humor, it's not as strong of a platformer. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that.
it's mainly
But
just
actually, you know
because
what?
of the,
I mean,
like,
it's
the
funny because
variety.
like that's
I think it's mainly
that
the
is so
variety
true though. I
of the
mean, it's
randomness
like
of the
the
situations.
dialogue, the character work. But tell me
Yeah.
a game that does better like boss character interactions. Like it just feels like it's so good. It feels like they're actually a character that's there that you just come upon and like it's that sense of like in like the end of Ukulele with that meteor. It's like, does this fight really need to happen? Like this,
Right.
this guy just wants a pizza, you know. This guy just wants his back scratched, but things just go horribly wrong, and the DKU.
Oh
do.
yeah,
Oh, crap.
that's
Oh, crap.
charming humor the team's always had.
How do you open doors in this game?
I think it's A, right?
I think it's the B
I
button.
tried that. I thought.
Sorry,
Okay, it's A and Tui. Okay, it is B. Way to throw me.
It's kind of, I think like Perfect Dark was going to be originally more unique, and Perfect Dark's a classic hit. But it's like I think they eventually scrapped the uniqueness, and because they had to, because lighting systems weren't working or something. And they had Mark Hollis and David Doak. They left, and
Watching
not
someone walk and crouch in this game, dude.
and they made it more like Golden.
I just
Like
blew
Donkey Kong
myself up.
64 was going to be more of a 2.5D platform.
I can't aim this thing.
Congratulations, Drew. You have joined the club.
We nearly got a Donkey Kong 64 Crash Bandicoot style game that Lee Loveday talked about back in Rare Scribes back in the day.
Ah.
Shout out to Lee Loveday, who's had one of the most under-mentioned but longest careers in Rare and is involved in like everything. Like, definitely great
I love
writing.
his handle name, Mr. Lovely Day.
Yeah,
Lovely day.
Want to mention
never
Kevin's
can
answer.
get a pun or wordplay past the man.
Oh yeah. Kevin, big Banjo-Kazooie fan over on Twitter there. Banjo-Kazooie was the first video game that I ever played and has been favorite ever since. As a kid, I spent countless hours playing every chance I could. Every year I play through the game and its sequel at least once. There's something truly magical about it that hasn't been replicated. And yeah, it is a magical game that really represents Rare at its peak.
Absolutely.
I think that Kazooie's like compact levels is just the right amount. Like the fact that it's like, I think Greg Mail said if he ever were to make another Banjo game,
I was
that
just
he'd
about to
make
say.
it, like- yeah,
Yep.
I think the game that almost encapsulates that, and I think Okiland, who's making that Grunny's Revenge remake project, shout out to Facts About Banjo Kazooie. He
Yes.
actually he thinks Grunny's Revenge is that, and I totally agree with him.
Did
Well,
want
I
to
can
mention
agree with that.
Super
And I definitely
Revenge.
think. Go ahead.
Want to mention a Super Apache Bro in the chat. Hey yo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here as well. Yeah, we're gonna thank you all for that are in the chat that are coming to join us and watch us as we play this dial-up game there.
This dial.
Anybody get the
Actually, I
club?
think this is running better than Tui, to be honest with you.
I know it seems to be, even though I don't even see a color on the bars for the connection anymore.
No.
Oh gosh, I thought it was just gray because it
Hoya.
was so good.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Diddy Kong Racing's built on the same engine as GoldenEye.
It's actually, that's actually fascinating. That's cool.
Is it?
I know
it's
that-
Diddy Kong Racing and then Jet Force Gemini.
Yep,
Gemini.
I was gonna say I know Jet Force, Mickey Speedway, and Diddy Kong Racing. I didn't know that for GoldenEye. Didn't know that.
Red G did mention
Who
I
has the
would pick,
RPGs that's just trigger happy right now?
I
I
don't know.
would-
Okay.
I was
Yep,
shooting an RPG
that answers that
there.
question.
But yes, Raji mentions I would pick
Conquer's
Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
And stay cancel all the people, James Bond. He's like, oh yeah, that's the story. Like Miyamoto wasn't sure about the whole appeal of shooters because, like in America, America's always kind of had this obsession with guns. But it's like with Miyamoto, he's like, well, can't we just have James Bond shake people's hands in the hospital?
Oh yeah, but he was also the one where he's like, at the end of the game, we'll just show that everyone's okay. Like it'll be.
It's like
He literally advocated for
Mario
that.
Party winners and losers. Wait, losers is such a harsh word. Can't we just say the people that don't win?
I will say though, hot take, maybe, but Perfect Dark, greater than symbol to 007 to GoldenEye. I'm sorry, like I vastly prefer Perfect Dark myself.
We might have to try it a little bit later then.
I just think it's
Oh, yeah,
aged so
me
much
too.
better. It's aged so much better in my opinion.
I did want to go over a
It
Beep's
is,
answer
although
here.
don't ever play it on Perfect Agent. Don't do it.
Well, I saw that firsthand, G. I don't plan to.
I saw a bit of that too, and yeah, that looks hard.
It took me 14 weeks.
I will say the last two answers we did read, like Kevin McMillan, a good friend, big Banjo account. Not a big surprise he chose Banjo, but definitely a really cool Banjo fan. And Rod G, I do want to. Rod G has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of like playthroughs, like Let's Plays. Big Rare fan, and also big like Xenoblade fan. But yeah, definitely a cool guy I've seen around the Rare community as well. Did you read Beep's answer there, Drew?
Not yet. If you do want to go ahead and read that for a sec.
Gotta repeat
Sure.
the answer.
Let me kill James really quick. Mr. Bond. Oh
Nice try,
shoot!
Trevlin.
I was
I
gonna say
actually don't know if
choose.
you're Trevlin.
I can't tell.
I don't even know if I'm James. I just assumed.
You wear in a tuxedo. The pixels look like James Bond. I think it's James Bond.
We'll mention.
But yeah, Beep.
Go
ahead.
Beep, who's a big account on Twitter. Beep says Banjo-Kazooie. I'm not sure how I got the game, but when I first played it, when I was 4 to 5 years old, the soundtrack is forever in my memory, and the gameplay and characters are amazing. Which, yeah, absolutely.
Like they were unstoppable in the 90s. The
They
Banjo
really,
and
it was
DKC
it,
2
re-
team.
it was a perfect. It was just dynamite. Just combining those Nintendo and Rare together was just like a match made in heaven, and that just definitely made the 2002 buyout so painful.
Devastating.
Well,
for-
yeah, it's mostly because, like, a long story short, basically what happened was the management takeover. Like, all the people, like Howard Link and Minoru Okawa, the guys that supported Rare,
Oh,
like, yeah, they all left at the same time, pretty much.
We're gonna censor Jiggy's sounds out of this later because that was pretty racy. I don't know.
oh.
I think we're gonna get flagged for that one. All right, let's see. Shadow Victor.
Worse.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to read Shadow Victor,
Sure.
Drew?
Just mentioned Banjo-Kazooie. I can't get bored with this game. Every time I explore, it feels worth it. And yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is just a perfect compact little game when the worlds are just like easy to get around and explore. And I mean, it's not like super easy, but it's like you can get a feel for it, and like you can figure out the best route to play through it multiple times, and it's just excellent, outstanding level design that feels like a world.
Oh gosh, I'm killing myself.
Now that you're gonna get flagged
This is
for.
the one up for, like,
Thogboy mentions a
Like
GAF
Mario
here of
64.
mentions Star Fox Adventures. Our first mention of Star Fox Adventures, by the way. By the way, also, where's that in NSO?
Oh, yeah.
It's like it needs to come. I mean, like we've been waiting a long time for it to
Yeah,
get a re-release.
you know what? I think it will. I think that and maybe Assault. Because I'll be honest with you, I've heard good things about Assault. Have not,
It's good.
but
I played
I like
Assault.
I've heard good things. It seems like 64 is probably like the all-hailed conquering hero of the franchise, but yeah, I've heard
Yep.
good things.
Well, it's just hard to make an on-rail shooter in 2025. I mean, it's old hat now, the whole, like, paying a full price for games, so they have to find new ways to really innovate it. Like, whereas, like, on-rail shooters, it's just not really that thing.
Okay.
Like, I'm not some, like, trend expert or nothing, but, I think that's why they included Star Fox
I have a
Star.
very interesting insight into this because I had the opportunity to do an interview with Michael.
Oh yeah,
who
great interview by the way.
worked on. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
He worked on Star Fox Adventures, and well, he started when it was Dinosaur Planet, and then Star Fox Adventures, right?
Mhm.
And he was talking about how the whole team was sort of like it was a mixed bag with switching over from Dinosaur Planet to Star Fox, because it's like, yeah, Dinosaur Planet would have been awesome, like it's interesting, it's got this mystique about it, but then having a big IP like Star Fox was also something that they're like, well, this could be cool too, so which is what I always suspected. I never suspected that they were all just like, oh, we don't want to do that, but like it was, it's exciting to have an IP. It pretty much guarantees that it's going to sell well, which makes you want to make it really special, But he was talking about how like the whole like Star
Oh.
Fox community is like, this isn't Star Fox because you're on foot, right? And I was like, well, I remember being a kid and thinking like, oh, Star Fox 64, we always talked about wanting to have on foot gameplay, right? Like multiplayer like teases you with that.
Mhm.
It was like something we always thought of. And then really, when you think about it, Star Fox only had 2 games, and they're establishing it as like, this is what Star Fox is. It's kind of, I don't know.
Banjo-Kazooie-esque.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not that far of a departure. It's giving you a little bit more. Like Assault is sort of a balance between the two. But like,
Yeah. No, I
and
totally.
who really played the original SNES game? Like, honestly, everyone played 64 and then went to Adventures. It's like,
I actually agree.
Star Fox 2, the
I mean-
game that was finished and never released until years later.
When right, But when you're someone that's like a genre enthusiast, I understand like the on-rail style. But as a kid and someone who like can definitely attest to being like a fan of just Star Fox the character and the Star Fox team in general, having the thought and sort of the dream of the sensation of having them being able to, like you said, run on foot was kind of definitely prominent in my mind. Like when that ending, I can still remember that ending theme to Star Fox 64 really well. I mean, I play it every so often, and it's a pretty short game, but I just remember dreaming of like, wow, they're gonna go on so many more adventures. This is like the establishment of the franchise,
Look at
and it
him
didn't.
run.
Yeah, it just didn't exactly, and it didn't quite take off exactly how I envisioned. But I do remember on a Saturday morning in the 2000s, I was watching Kirby Right Back at You, and I got a magazine.
Right back at you. Oh yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, but and I found a magazine, or I got a magazine that showed Star Fox just like on foot, like on the very front of the magazine. That's how I learned about that. Being like just dumbfounded. I didn't have a GameCube at the time, but I just thought it would be awesome. And
Yeah,
I
you're like
Tiny Kong
on
and Diddy Kong
foot,
on Donkey Kong
dinosaurs.
Racing.
yeah, dude. And I will say, I haven't beaten that game. I've only played a bit. I still have yet. It's on the to-do list as we've gotten a copy this year. But I definitely want to. And I will say, oh, that was it. That was the end.
Oh,
Second, at least, not terrible, but better than I thought I would do. But yeah, I will say, like, I do prefer, now that I've seen, and a lot of us, and I know Jiggy has played Dinosaur Planet, kind of what they've put together and released of what was made. I do think I would have preferred it as Dinosaur Planet, I must say, but it looks still like a great game. And I'm glad something got released out of all that awesome lore in that world that they created.
Oh yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And
A Diddy
a
Kong
lot of
Racing
characters.
people with the Triceratops.
yes,
Tricky.
it's true.
Yeah, his name is also Tricky.
Yep, it's tricky. He just got a little meaner.
And the pirate.
But did
Tricky
we read the?
licensing. Microsoft or Nintendo owns it.
Yeah, go ahead, Drew.
Well, yeah, I did want to mention also the pirate toxic here. Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, Banjo-Tooie, and Battletoads for SNES. Now, man, I'm thinking back to when me and Sam did play Battletoads, and that was an experience to say the least.
Yeah, Battletoads and Battlemaniacs is not forgiving,
It is.
even for Battletoads standards. But I think someone's got to hit start player 4.
Oh, that's what I mean. Ah.
Oh,
Pillar Sounds also mentions the favorites.
But you know what? I'm glad someone actually said Battletoads SNES.
Yes,
That's so great.
it is.
You're all Donkey Kong and I'm K-Rool. One of these things is not like the other.
okay, we're going slappers only.
Slappers.
If it was 2 years ago, I would have done one of these things is not like the other. One of these things is dead. But
Robot chicken, right? Yeah.
yeah, but he has been resurrected. Oh wait, I mean, hold on. I don't know if we want to drop that type of information here. So yeah, K-Rool's a cool character. He was in Smash.
As Sakurai says, these video games are for good boys and girls of all ages. No Mei Shirone. And
I love that.
I still use that quote. Sakurai's a goat.
He is.
Did we pick characters the first time? Because we definitely
No,
we
we didn't.
Now
Okay, so I was like, I didn't see
I
that.
pressed start so fast we just went into the match, but it was pretty entertaining with the rockets. So
No, that was awesome. That was great.
this is slappers only.
Yep.
Oh no! Wait, doesn't Oddjob have like an edge?
Whoa.
Or does Oddjob have an edge in general? I actually don't.
Oh,
Odd job.
Yeah,
He's
it's one of the.
Odd Rock.
The guy looks like Harry Potter that's attacking me right now.
He does
Yep.
look like Harry Potter.
He does.
It's like Daniel Radcliffe is just up in my face with karate chop action.
That was like predates Harry Potter like a year. Oh my gosh.
Abracadabra!
Bill, he looks like Bill Gates too. It's like I'm gonna come and buy you guys in a few years.
Oh, you're the worst, dude. It's like Harry Potter, Stalin, and The Godfather right now.
Yeah.
40 years of Rare.
Like,
Yep.
40 years of Rare, baby. Harry Potter,
no, it's
Stalin,
like,
and the
Beatles,
Mafia.
John Lennon, actually.
Pillar
that's-
of Sounds does
Where's
mention.
Drew and all? Or wait, where's Gothic and all this?
He's somewhere
I'm
out
running
there.
up the wall. Oh, the up stick and down stick is really
so hard.
Gothic's like shadowboxing and somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm trying to walk a straight line, but I forgot the controls. Like up is down to look down, and down
Is
is up.
Stalin jiggy because he's too squirmy. My character's
I'm
too.
trying-
My
I'm too
character's.
squirmy. You're too squirmy, and your guy's like Oh,
Are you kidding me? My theme song is like womp 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 womp.
I have a glandular problem.
It sounds like the. I always thought that sounded like Grunty's Lair. That theme. Bum 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 over the woods.
The tritone. Oh, what? By how much? By how much did he beat
I had
me?
like half health yet.
I had a bigger hitbox. I'm going with that.
Pillar Sounds
But
did mention
hey,
GoldenEye. and
ironically,
Perfect
do we
Dark.
read Pillar?
Yes.
Yeah, Perfect
Yeah.
Dark and GoldenEye, which you can tell which Rare. That's the one thing about Rare that's so great. Another thing to celebrate about like just their past. I mean, for better or worse, depending on the franchise you're the biggest fan of, but like you gotta admire and respect the absolute like variety that they absolutely like have employed over the years. Like it seemed like, especially back in like oh crap, but back in the like late 80s to like early 2000s, like they could tackle anything, it seemed like, and just kind of give it their own flair but make it work and make it fun. And like gotta admire them for that, man.
The Stampers' work ethic was definitely nothing short of interesting. Like
Yes.
like they worked them to death. Those guys. There was actually been a controversy behind that. Like, and then the credits and such. Like the Stampers were so proud of them. Like the guys they had. How could they not be? That they only wanted their initials listed because internet was limited and LinkedIn wasn't even a thing. And they'd be like C Stamper, G Kirkhope, and the reason was because they didn't want other devs hounding them down and taking them away.
This is so dumb. That's a good point, but I just can't help but laugh at this. Oh man, Jiggy is absolutely slaying, dude.
I'm not slaying.
You have the
Oh, I thought-
Like one kill.
I am your one. I thought you just killed me the second time.
No, I definitely contributed to it, but I didn't make it. Boris did.
Dang
Harry
it.
Potter.
No.
Super Apache mentions in the chat, I played
But,
Battletoads SNES.
I will move on.
That honestly I can't play it, let alone win without rewinds and save states and NSO. It's one of those games that haven't aged well in terms of difficulty. Now, I think I would agree. And Mikey T mentions Donkey Kong. I guess Donkey Kong in general. Maybe all of Rare Donkey Kong.
I'm gonna say DK64 with no bias at all. But yeah, probably just Donkey Kong in general. When I hear the DK rap, I know what I first think of. Which I'm still, I gotta admit, like I still am stoked. You talked about credits. I don't like that. Obviously, Grant Kirkhope wasn't credited for the DK rap in the Mario movie, but I love that is still alive and getting remixes and getting usage by even Nintendo themselves.
Oh,
Haha, Daniel Radcliffe.
That's just
I
like
got a
nowadays
feeling,
there's such a
yeah.
profound new. I want to apologize, by the way. I know we got a lot of questions. If I ever go off topic away from the questions, I'll take. 'Cause I know we got a lot of questions and such, so my bad if that happens. But yeah, no, with Rare, it's like, I feel like the newfound appreciation comes from the fact that the people that work at Nintendo now grow up with the games, and like there's less of the old guard that used to be like rivals with Rare back in the day.
Bonanza. But yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
Oh, how do you guys keep it together more than I see these guys in the hallway just karate chop action. Chop, chop,
It's like,
chop.
are you playing them video games again?
Judo chop.
That's a
This is the most fun I've had with GoldenEye in years. This was pretty much my experience with it. Besides, I only played through it once with a friend, but using cheats the whole time. If you guys know Golden Gun and all that jazz, but yeah, just a really fun game, like stupid fun. You can't go wrong with slappers only. This is too ridiculous.
Wasn't
It's
a
too
party in
funny.
1998 unless you had Mountain Dew and Cheetos Puffs and late
Pizza
CRT TVs.
Yes.
Did you read Almas Knight's
No,
answer there, Drew?
I have not.
So I will say though. This is like didn't expect it. He said taking away the Kong trilogy and the 3D platformers because he said aside from those he figured they'd be low hanging fruit answers. Oh, I'm not even playing right now. But he said it would honestly have to be Battletoads Double Dragon. If that doesn't count, it would have to be the newest Battletoads game, Battletoads 2020. Which, dude, Battletoads Double Dragon, I bought it when I went and met Drew 2 years ago for the first time when we started our collaborations back on the Drewstalgic channel and we started this Kooky show. And I picked up when we went to go meet the David Wise 5, David Wise, David Doak, Grant Kirkhope, and Kevin Bayless. And saw them perform. I picked up the Battletoads Double Dragon because I thought to myself, well, that's a safe bet. I know that's not going to ever make it on NSO. And then, long and behold, it made it on
did.
NSO.
It did.
Yeah, like, didn't expect that in a million years. So now I feel like people who say, like, Diddy Kong Racing's off the table. No, my friend.
They're
We got
just taking their
007
sweet
and
time.
Battletoads Double Dragon. Anything is possible.
It is.
Yeah, anything's possible at this point.
If they can get GoldenEye, it's more than just Nintendo and Rare and Microsoft. It's like the whole GoldenEye family that has like the James Bond.
Agree.
trilogy and,
Gosh,
like,
I wonder-
MGM.
I
If
really-
they can do
Yep.
that, I think every Rare game's going to be on NSO.
I really wonder what kind of jujitsu they pulled off to just get this game out again. It's like it felt impossible for a long time.
It's like Gothic said, a lot of legal hoops were jumped through, but hey, you know what? They did it. So I think everything else is sort of like, and even like we kind of mentioned prior, like I can't help but wonder with like things that seem like just kind of a lay-in for Nintendo, like DK64. I wonder if it's like emulation trouble. That's above my head. I'm not really sure on any of that.
They did leak DK64 on like that one like vague screen.
I legitimately
cross-smash
think-
before.
I legitimately think they just schedule their releases for when they have no games coming out.
Just a filler. That's actually probably
it's filler,
true.
and that's how they treat it.
Or a
because,
remake.
like, that's why we haven't had
Okay.
anything good, because we had Pokemon, Kirby, Metroid, everything like lined up back to back to back.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of true. And you know
I
what?
think I agree
The way
with
they
you
space it out, I think that theory is probably holding water. Yeah. What you did to Italy, Stalin.
Yep. With the NSO releases, they don't even like announce
I'm gonna
blocks
drop that
anymore.
joke.
They don't even announce like, hey, these are the games coming out in the next year window. It's like they don't even do that anymore. It's just like, okay, here's some games. You know.
You know what? People have different opinions on it, but I do think I quite enjoy the idea of like a 3 month, like how Bonanza had like a 3 month hype cycle, like just announcing something and having it released like very soon after. I mean, there is like it's good and bad, but like having a game like Metroid 4 and like 7 some years before its release is pretty wild, and I think that's mostly to their detriment usually.
Yes. We got to make some more progress on these questions though here. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and read 9-Bit's answer.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go reel through them.
Yep. 9-Bit mentions Donkey Kong
Go
Country
ahead, Drew.
Trilogy, Diddy Kong Racing, and Banjo-Kazooie. So much for 12 Tales Conquer 64. And has to be right. SNES DKC close second. BK in third. Banjo-Kazooie. I'm sorry, I mentioned it's by TJ there. And previous one by 9-Bit. Mansquix mentions Killer Instinct. Surfacey mentions Perfect Dark and Jet Force Gemini, which I think is really just one of my favorite N64 games. Just such a unique little third-party shooting game that's really just, again, as like so many Rare games, one of a kind.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, like we said, that's one of the things that I think Rare exceeded, was just making like, their original. I mean, and I will say, I think still to this day, there's a place for like legacy titles, but having so many original ideas, you have to admire them for it.
Oh yeah. And
Get back here.
the Goose Father says it is a Viva Pinata, and I will throw a punch anyone who says otherwise. Hey Rare, to the Hood Narcos, do we have the message to get a proper remake or Viva 3? I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever be in the pipeline, I guess.
Yeah, who knows on that one? I mean, there's that guy that's very dedicated. His name's Kevin, and he shows up. He has like a cat sitting on like an excavator profile picture. And he always, you guys might know him as the "This isn't Viva Pinata" guy.
Oh yeah.
Anything Rare posts, you'll see him most of the time be like, "This isn't Viva Pinata."
Oh, yeah. Horstachio. He's named the cat Horstache.
All right, do we read? I almost said Gillette's answer. I don't know how to say that. Gallet?
Or Gallet or Gillette, whichever
Gillette,
one.
Gillette.
If you want to go ahead and read that one.
Yeah. Mr. Gallet Gillette Razor says, Banjo-Kazooie, I grew up with them since I was little. I started with Tui, and it was simply beautiful and memorable. And yeah, that's definitely one of the most memorable games for a lot of us. I played Banjo-Kazooie first, but I did beat Tui before I beat Kazooie. Moving on to Just a Drawer 37. He said, simply put with a GIF, DK64, which, yep, that's a great one as well. Daniel Escalante Battletoads, and you put a picture from Battletoads Arcade.
Oh
It's
yeah.
probably, although it's like one of the most fun, it's probably the most forgiving Battletoads. Like it's definitely a good one. If you guys haven't played it or haven't got the chance, definitely check an emulator or Rare Replay if you have the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Well, I think that brings us on to
Blue Sky.
our next platform of answers, Drew.
Yes, Blue Sky. We have Miss Natsui here mentions great artist over on Twitter on Blue Sky there. Does a lot of kazooie and banjo art there. Congress Bad Freddy was the game that introduced me to Rare and made me a fan of them. I was very excited when I got to play it a few years ago. Still love it to this day. Banjo 2 is my favorite game in the BK series, one of Rare's best sequels in my opinion. Yeah, totally agree. Banjo 2 is one of the best sequels in general made for a video game. It carries everything over and adds more. What more could you ask for?
The Empire Strikes Back of gaming.
Very much. Are we going to play a different?
I agree with what Foxane was saying in the chat. Like the faces, it's up to you guys. But the faces, I just can't help but laugh at the movement in the faces in this. It's a great game, but it is hilarious to me as well. But all right, let's see here. Probably just slam through. I don't know. You guys decide what we play, but we'll probably just slam through most of the rest of the favorite game answers since we have the most of that, and then we can probably slide through downhill the rest or as far as reading the rest go.
Oh yeah. And Gab mentions Banjo-Kazooie, and it's not even close. He does music over on YouTube. Just excellent content creator there. Matt B, Banjo-Kazooie is still one of my favorite games of all time. Its charm truly is everlasting. And
Eloquently put.
Perexel mentions top 3 are Diddy Kong Racing, DK64, and Banjo-Tooie. All have amazing adventures, and that's really something that you can kind of say about Rare games in general, is that they have that spirit of adventure. I felt like they put adventure into their games whenever they possibly could with that.
Oh, for sure. I think adventure is like kind of the reason I think I see so much Rare like flavor in like the humor as well as like the music in Sea of Thieves. But that sense of adventure, although a different format with a shared world, that sense of adventure is something that Rare just like completely blows a lot of other people out of the water. I absolutely love it. Everybody is locked in right now.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, what is this? What do I got?
I've been locked
it's
in. I don't know if you guys are keeping track of scores, but
daggers.
Not since Tooie. I don't dare. Not anymore.
Dude. I keep thinking I've got a bird, and I'm just like, every time I see it around, like the radar where everybody is, the compass. I always think of the big blue egg from Tooie's Shoothouse. It's like it's an egg.
We're just having a throwing knife match right here.
Oh my, I love it. Knives out.
Nefnodge over here mentions Banjo-Tooie. Not only was it the first game I ever owned, but it was the most beautiful N64 game. And it was
we got each other.
In its
sneak
worlds
attack.
and controls from the last. Yeah, bigger and better. I mean, there's just more Banjo-Tooie. And I want to mention as well, Banjo-Tooie is kind of interesting. It was a sequel that was like announced in the first game. We had a name drop for the sequel game, like in Banjo-Kazooie itself, which is kind of almost unheard of a little bit.
Actually, yeah.
I think it's funny that when I see someone else throwing knives, they're just static. There's no like knife throwing animation. they're just standing there.
Yeah. He's just standing there, menacingly.
Banana.
Dang it! No, it's like one knife away.
Banana Meteor
It's like
here.
that Lego Batman scene. First try. I threw like 50 of them.
Banana Meter is an excellent artist over on Twitter. She responds here, "Oh gosh, narrowing down this choice is hard. I'm going to have to go with Viva Pinata. The gameplay is addictive, the art style is to die for, and those adorable creature designs.
Oh, nice.
It really feels like the cozy game everyone asks for and no one has played." Yeah, I'd say that more people probably should play
And
Viva
that
Pinata.
Brett Kirkhope orchestral score.
Oh my gosh, that.
She has. I mean, it goes without saying, like Drew said, Banana Meteor. Banana Meteor, though, Julie has like really insanely good art. Some of my favorite art. I've actually commissioned her before. And she has insane Viva Pinata. Some of my favorite Viva Pinata art, and as well as she's actually created a few Pinatas as well. So like, yeah, definitely check her out on like social media and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But New York.
We were next door neighbors at one point.
That's amazing.
But I guess I realize I have very low battery on the tablet. It seems like something's eating away at my power, so I'm gonna have to probably switch formats here in a second.
Okay.
But hold on here. So are we done with the blue sky answers, Drew? I think that was the last of them, right?
No, Breadbug mentions Donkey Kong Country, Diddy's Conquest, or Banjo-Tooie. Going through this quick, Yoshi of Earth, my favorite rare game would probably have to be Saberwolf. Unique answer here. But that would be the one that means the most to me is probably DKC GBC. It's what exposed me to them in general. Yeah, a few people mentioned like first playing rare games from the handheld titles there.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool answer. I didn't even think about that. And then Underworld is one I've played a bit of. Definitely underrated games, actually. And Saberman is a long time, like a long-running character. Just doesn't seem to have anything anymore these days.
No.
Hey, if you count Killer,
Donkey Country 3's not getting a lot of love.
that's true. But I will say there are some things later. People do mention Donkey Country 3 eventually.
Yes.
Good. I'll get the brothers bear to bamboozle.
Maul them.
Banjo's
All right,
a
let's see.
bear.
Courtney Crozier mentions DKC 2, DKC
All
Support,
right.
Banjo-Tooie. Steph Breegirl mentions Banjo-Tooie by far is the one that comes to mind. It became a safe haven.
Great
after
Ray
going through
fan,
so
by the
much.
way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just like, great. Courtney was at a Game on Expo last year. Great fan. And Steph is a really big fan too. She streams a bunch of mostly rare centric stuff.
Cool.
Definitely big fans that are really cool people.
Let's see, Zaboy, it's great member of the Kooky Crew there. Such a hard decision, but I gotta give it to my GOAT DKC2. I can't argue with that answer. Like, it's an incredible game. Another one by Expand Dog for Donkey
my
Kong
brother
Country
Alex
2.
definitely could have assumed he was gonna pick that.
But yeah, Alex has done some great, awesome stuff over on the channel, like done some editing, like with Mario Kart videos and things like that. Just a really, really cool guy.
Yeah, he's got good taste as well.
Yes.
Probably related to some cool people.
Godhammer mentions it's not even close anymore. Sea of Thieves. No game has rewarded me as much for putting my time into it as this game. Hat tips to Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, GoldenEye 007, and my previous GOAT. Perfect Dark, though. I really do need to play Sea of Thieves one of these days, and I've kind of been wondering if, like, when the heck it's going to come to Switch 2, because I can't help but feel it's time, you know? I feel that might be in the pipeline eventually here.
Yeah, I feel like that. It feels inevitable. I was surprised Grounded got added and not Sea of Thieves, but I feel like Switch 2 might change that. I have a feeling.
Yes, indeed it might. Shy Nick
I
mentions...
never top one, Switch 1. It was like the thing on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And Shy Nick mentions
test, 1, 2,
Cameo,
3.
Elements of Power.
I think he's just locked in, dude.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Cameo. Oh yeah, that's another great unique rare game as well. The Cameo Elements of Power, because it's like it was another one of those titles that initially started on the GameCube, had a pretty long development history, and then eventually came to Xbox 360. And yeah, it's a cool, charming rare game. Really, a good pick here actually.
Yeah, totally.
Cameo has some of the best lore, I think, of any rare game.
Oh yeah,
I think Cameo and Diddy Kong Racing are like the two games that I'm just like, those games have amazing lore and set up sequels that are incredible.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing, like single-handedly making the DKU, definitely love that, man. Like the world connecting and game connecting is like so cool. I have not played all the way through Cameo. I will admit though, I've never beaten Cameo.
Great
That's
game.
great. It's definitely like a bit dated, I would say. But
I was surprised that Mark Stevenson said they were inspired by Pokemon. I was like, really? Like Pokemon of all things?
I think
A
there was a
little bit.
time when like they
The
were doing
monsters.
more like
I was like, I
evolutions.
guess yeah, different powers, but
I think there were a time when they were like, having
It's
you
just
actually
too-
like grow your cameos, and like they would start as babies, and they like you would actually like level them up. I think that was like in an earlier build of the game.
oh, Spore.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And see, John Nora mentions Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, and Sea of Thieves, of course. And we're now to a couple of YouTube answers. Looks like Babu_02 mentions, to me at least, there's 3 games that come to mind. Donkey Kong Country, Diddy Kong Racing, and GoldenEye. DKC is number 1. And Jiggy, we had some time to talk about Banjo-Tooie is the GOAT. It perfectly encapsulates the Rare charm. Couldn't said it better myself. So
yeah.
Sam, do you have Jay
It'd be funny if I
Waldemann's?
said something different.
Yes.
I do. Wait, for YouTube, I don't have any YouTube answers, but
Okay.
I actually do have to make a request if we could have like a 2-minute break here, and just when we finish this game, I might go ahead and start my 2-minute break just so I can switch devices here really quick. If that's all right.
That's perfectly fine. We can do a little intermission there. Just after
All
this
right, I
game is
will
wrapped
be
up.
right back. You guys can go whenever you are ready, but I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got.
My cat came back. Piddle. No, that's not actually his name, but hey, it's rare. So. Oh my! Oh, I was just talking tomato ketchup on my screen.
But yeah, I think let's see. Okay, there's no way to like. Oh, there's just 1 minute left. We'll just kind of let the time run while Sam gets his.
Yeah,
device
it's a
changed here.
time thing. It's 10 minutes.
Yep.
Question is, can I find this person?
Oh, I'm on the dot.
I think we're at different levels.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I've been not battle. Yeah, it's GoldenEye. Definitely. Like, I think there was another 007 game, but it wasn't made by like Rare. It was made by Activision. It's like the lesser known one.
Oh, the world is not enough.
You know. I think that was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I played that one. Yeah, it's like it's very kind of similar.
You know.
It was Activision's attempt to make a GoldenEye type kind of game. And let's see, is Sam?
Yeah, they did a good job.
Is the Sam
I
join us
played
again?
was that the one on GameCube actually? Because I played a decent amount.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was saying.
There was definitely one on N64 and GameCube.
I think it was GameCube. If you're talking about, is that the? All I remember is that there was like a very GoldenEye-esque game that was not GoldenEye, but we played a lot of multiplayer of it. Something on GameCube with 007.
Oh yeah, Free Radical Design. I think it was like Crytek or something. Time Splitters.
Yes.
We're playing. I didn't realize that the Perfect
Mark
Dark is on a
Hollis, yeah,
separate app.
Well, that's like the Titanic of the shooting department of Rare.
Yeah,
But
but Jeffers
sure.
Gemini's not.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
for Gemini.
Oh man, that
It's weird in Japan. Like they have like adult rating. They go right from kid to adult. They don't do any teen thing. I think.
Oh my gosh, that distortion of the theme right now.
yeah. It hurts my ears as someone who loves the music of this game.
Yeah, Robin Beanland did such a good job, and now it's like, let's put this through like, I don't know, a water filter. It just like sounds a little rough.
I think you
I'm gonna be honest
have
with
to
you,
push start.
I
to
didn't
join
know
in.
there was a multiplayer in this game.
I think you have to push start to join if anyone hasn't joined
Oh.
in yet. And Jay Waldemans mentions gave it some thought. It came
I've
to terms.
never played multiplayer.
Yeah, I haven't played much of it here either, but they have it.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, no, but off topic, I was thinking what Jiggy said earlier about Star Fox. So it was shipped like the IP, and like when Miyamoto saw like the design of Saber, but it's like Saber, yeah. But like the Diddy Kong Racing, I don't think it was actually. They say Miyamoto actually suggested Diddy Kong, but I think it was like the stampers went to Nintendo of America because they needed a profitable IP, because Banjo-Kazooie got delayed to 1998. When it was supposed to be the big holiday title,
Right.
Because they had that Taco Bell promotional campaign. For
Yep, I was
Banjo.
just thinking about that. Yep, and they had to switch it to like vague Nintendo. I think it was right, like just Nintendo.
Yeah, they changed
overall.
it to Nintendo 64 in general on the whole, and like I
Mhm.
think like the Banjo team was practically in hysteria. They told Howard Lincoln, "Yeah, we'll have the game out for the holidays," and nowhere was it going to be done. And like, but that's when Pro M64 came out of nowhere, and well, the Pro M64 became Diddy Kong Racing.
That's right.
And Nintendo loved that Rare was using Diddy Kong because I think even though Nintendo owned the rights to Diddy Kong, they liked that Rare was taking pride in their creation.
How do I get out of this water?
And
I
it's that
can't.
with the
It's
Donkey
not
Kong was
letting me
theirs and
jump.
Diddy Kong was Rare's.
Why won't Lupus jump?
I'm having the same issue, but I haven't played.
Why
You
won't he
just press
jump?
A, bro.
I'm trying.
pressing A.
I'm pushing A.
Did you try pressing A?
I have.
That was kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
Did you
A
try
was my go-to.
pressing A?
It won't.
What? Well, that's. Let me get in the water. Let me see.
And
Yeah,
now
it works for me.
what?
What the heck? I can't
This
jump
is
either,
great.
Drew.
What is this?
Here,
I'm
let me help
stuck. Wait a second, my gun doesn't work either, but I don't think shooting works. Does shooting even work?
And we're
Fun fact: I've never played this game before.
Ever? Well,
I'm using the Nintendo 64 controller, so I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Yeah, I'm using the same
This was
one.
1999, I think. I think this was.
What the heck?
Whatever.
I am too.
I'm just dog paddling. You know.
Are we all? Wait, you are all using the N64 controller?
Of course.
Oh, I'm on my gamepad. That's why I'm doing so bad. I need to hold my Joy-Con. I need to detach it and put it in the middle of the controller, like the middle of the touchscreen, N64 style.
I'm.
I make the other half.
I really
obsolete.
don't know why I can't jump out of this. Like A button doesn't work. It's busted.
It's okay, Drew.
We're just gonna.
Wait, how'd you just get out of the water then?
We're
Just
taking
now.
a. We're taking.
Or are
a,
you still in the water? You are still.
We're just taking a leisurely swim. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and read Jay Waldman's
Nintendo
answer.
64 is the only console you can't play the original Super Mario Brothers on.
Well, that's actually a good, interesting
Oh,
point, isn't it?
you want me to go ahead and read Jay's
Yeah,
answer then?
yeah.
You want me to go ahead and read Jay's answer?
I can go ahead and
He
read it.
said,
I have it
gave
up.
it some thought and came to terms.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Just gave
Gave it some thought and came to terms. Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite Rare game. Since I met so many great people from that series,
Okay,
so why
I'm
not
not-
give it to the game
he's
that
still
started
not
Raw?
jumping.
Also,
No button is making him jump. Oh, a C
Right
button.
now?
I jump with C.
I looked away and I got out of the water somehow.
You jump with a C button in this configuration for some reason. It's like you have.
Oh, you know what? Did you swap your controls? Did you swap your controls for GoldenEye?
I must
I
have
saw-
swapped my controls too, because I
bet your controls are all
Controls switched
jacked
too.
up from GoldenEye.
There we
crouch with
go.
C and I can't jump with A. I don't know how I end up getting.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that would make sense.
C
because
up
if
C up
you
is
play
jumping
with, like,
apparently.
your Pro controller and you want to do like twin sticks, you have to adjust everything. The classic.
Was the D-pad at all really utilized on the Nintendo 64 besides the Pokemon Stadium?
Not Bomberman, I think maybe, but I don't.
A couple
I
games
don't-
I've played with the D-pad. I'm trying to think. Doesn't Mischief Makers use the D-pad?
haven't
I
played
think
it.
so, actually, yeah.
Yoshi's Story should use the D-pad, but it doesn't.
It's like one of the 2D platformers on the. Yeah, Yoshi went 3D one time with
This
but
actually is very kind of similar.
Okay,
to,
my jump is up C. What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I figured out.
you go to Greenwood Village
From Diddy Kong Racing in this game?
I absolutely love that place. But what about it in this game?
Yeah, you
Is there-
do. It's in the racing mini game.
That's
Oh, what?
awesome.
Ah,
That is awesome.
Force Gemini's DKU.
Well, that's been
So
established. That's been established from Tui as well.
and over in our Kooky Crew Discord server, link in the description of the stream if you ever want to join that. We have Jake the Jump Band mentioning Adikasi 2 or Banjo-Kazooie. We have Fernando mentioning Banjo-Kazooie without any question. Super Abachi mentions Banjo-Tooie is my first rare game during my N64 years, which got me into DK64 and Kazooie. Low-G mentions anything that has the bear and the bird and the witch. That made me think of the Nuts and Bolts intro.
So what became of the bear?
And bird and the witch.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard that, I was like, "Oh, is the whole game going to have voice acting?" No, it's just the intro.
They skipped Granny's Revenge though. I was tired about that. It's like, you can't just not mention Granny's Revenge.
Yes, they did. Oh man. Cartoon Tunes mentions Banjo
The midquel.
Banjo-Kazooie. And Milo mentions Answer the Same as overall favorite game, DKC2. And yeah, that's actually the vast majority of the answers were just from that first question. We're actually like about 2/3 of through all the questions overall. And we'll be able to go through these next ones a little more quickly this next bit. And I have to say though, I don't think this multiplayer is bad.
Rapid fire!
I don't think it's bad at all, actually.
It's something. It's like I like the water physics. It's like cool.
It's cool. I think
Oh
it's
my-
better with a bigger map. This map's pretty small.
I have to say though, and it feels like the performance of this game has been better than every other, for some reason. At least for
Yeah,
my
it
experience
definitely
here.
got way better.
Yeah, we're on 2 yellow blinking bars now. We got it.
This
We
is
got
a
it
Rare
good.
published game too. Rare published this game without Nintendo.
Someone has the stream open, I think.
Oh, I think did I got this stream open? Let me double check. No, I don't think it's me. Well, I hear
I had
my
it
voice.
open, but I
Yeah.
don't have it. I have it muted.
Snow
I can hear
Fiddle
myself,
Six,
and I sound
Mhm.
great.
Snow Fiddle Six in the chat here mentions what exactly the reference was. Nuts and bolts. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not exactly what reference they're referring to there, but we have Banjo-Kazooie with with the second question. What do you appreciate about Rare's work, and what are your hopes for its future? Can also mention Platonic and past devs. I mentioned just the fact that I mean, obviously as someone who loves the legacy stuff, I hope that the new leadership there seemed to be like a notion that if you want to create new experiences, you have to work with the new IPs, and I don't think. I'm just hoping that they kind of don't have that idea from here on, I guess. And it's not to say that they weren't doing anything with the old legacy IPs either. I just hope they do a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think that was I'm kind of hoping similarly, Drew. Like, I can still hear myself. We got to figure that out.
Let me try. I'll go on my phone real quick. Yeah, I'll go on my phone real quick just to be sure.
But
Oh, did it go away?
it did.
It did. Yep.
No.
nope. Nope. There it is. Oh, it's coming through Drew.
Oh yes, hello. Hello.
We can hear it through your mic, I think.
What's going on? I'm a little confused.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, because when it like echoes, it's like highlighting his.
Echo. What's coming through there? I'm a little.
We got Echo Fighters now.
We get echo.
We're hearing
Everything.
ourselves through you, I think.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Maybe if I'm a little further away from the mic here. Okay.
Oh no, I think my Switch 2 is about to die. No. Oh, plug it in.
No.
Not the Switch 2.
But I will say,
I think it's like I got plugged in. Like, please saved it just before it died.
You guys want to take 2 minutes to figure out the echo problem?
Is this any better?
Yeah. Well, let's start with Simon and Richter, Daisy. And Pete. Oh, you mean those?
Are you hearing the echo
Check,
anymore? 'Cause
check,
I think
hello.
I might have.
Yep.
I think it might have gotten fixed there.
I think it's good. I think we're good.
I think my headphone jack was loose, so like something.
Okay, to finish what I was saying. Oh, that'll do it. But to finish what I was saying, Drew, I would agree with that. I think a lot of us know the quote. I think it was more of like a Craig Duncan thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But yeah, that was
Like,
kind of.
It seemed like, at least, and that's my hope too, that the new leadership, which by the way, I hear it's in full swing at Rare at the moment. Like the new leadership is in full swing, and I think it was more of a Craig Duncan thing where he made a comment about, oh, we can always go back to like a legacy title if we can think of a new innovative way to push it. Which I don't really think you need that when you have new titles that can do innovative ideas. But at the same time, I think we have an opportunity to go a different direction here.
I think we do.
Yeah,
too.
I think Craig Duncan's big goal is he wanted to free and unshackle Rare from being the sequel studio that has to make a new Perfect Dark or Banjo-Kazooie. The problem is that Banjo-Kazooie carries so much weight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's something I think they're aware of too, because if you look at like a lot of the 40th celebration art that like people have been posting too, it's like Banjo and Kazooie are like the most prominent characters, even more than like Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So maybe
Did we lose Drew?
No, I'm still here. I'm wondering if we should.
I'm
wondering if we should just
Oh, he's
maybe venture on to something different here in terms of a game. Maybe even just some Mario Kart 64, some laggy Mario Kart 64.
If you'd like, we could even just talk while anyone. If you want to play, Drew, if you want to just play a single player Rare game too, I mean that'll work.
Well,
I'm down with whatever, guys. I'm flexible.
Pop on Banjo-Tooie cutscenes.
We totally
yeah.
could.
Oh, hey, that's true.
Let's just do it. Yeah, let's do it. But,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we can actually make it a good.
versions
We don't have to all be on the session, so to say. We can disconnect and hold on. I guess it just I have to be joined in at least so I can watch it. Hold on, or we can just let it play. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I think if it's not utilizing multiplayer, I think it will maintain its connection and quality it has now.
It's like looking like kind of iffy to hear. I can even buy a new Banjo and Sea of Thieves. Super Josh had to mention that little troll they did.
I think with the Rare IPs, like Microsoft wants to find studios that are a good fit, but it's like I worry about that because it's like the health of the game. It's like if like I said to you guys, we've talked about this before. Like if a Banjo game gets announced, of course I want it to happen, but only if it's about to come out in a couple months, not because I'll be spending every Xbox partnership, and if it doesn't show up, I'm going to assume it was canceled.
Yeah. The sad truth, though. The sad truth.
It's true. Gothic mentions.
I mean, I will say too, and very smug, Josh. Very smug, Josh. Sorry, go ahead, Drew.
But Gothic did mention in his answer, personally would love to have a to Banjo-Kazooie make a cameo guest star appearance in a future Donkey Kong game. I'd be lying if I haven't considered the idea. Yeah, I mean, I think back in the day, like when Rare and Nintendo were together, that definitely could have very well been a thing, and it would still be awesome if it did happen. But I guess maybe the closest we're going to get to that still is Smash.
Yeah, I mean, having any sort of like reference like that would be super cool. Very on brand, Gothic, but I like the little ID, huh? Whatever. That's great. But I also want to call out in the chat Rare Fox Zane. She said, I just want them to make a single player game because I have nobody to play Sea of Thieves with. Which I'm going to make another shout out to the Discord. If you guys want to join the Kooky Crew Discord server, we do host once in a while some Sea of Thieves. I'm trying to do that a little bit more. But we do have a Sea of Thieves guild if you'd like to join the Kooky Crew.
Okay.
And Aiden mentions Rare is one of my favorite game companies of all
and
time.
it looks like we got Aiden answering then.
Yep. And it mentions the sheer amount of quality titles that they've developed over the years is astounding, especially during the N64 era, Banjo, Conquer, DKC, GoldenEye, etc. My hope is that Playtonic somehow is able to work on a new Banjo game. And like, it's like Greg Males, he's currently maybe available for new opportunities at the moment, so we shall see.
Yeah. And I just want to point out, too, that there's a couple different art. I think this one might be Cameron Regal. It looks like his style. Forgive me if I'm incorrect on that one, but I know they have a few that they used at, like, not this one, but there's a few 40th anniversary celebration pictures. This one also has Banjo-Kazooie front and center.
It does.
So I think, like Foxane was saying about single-player games, I think there's a place right now after Everwild for small-budget single-player titles.
Oh, yeah. I think they... that's also the thing,
There's
too.
like a Banjo game in development. I never heard personally. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. I love these cutscenes. Banjo-Tooie is like has such good ones.
Yeah, they're like having a card game, and then it all goes south.
Yeah. Super Josh did mention.
I was kind of part of. I was gonna say I do have most of it memorized. Just I don't even know how, but it's just a thing I think I rewatched a lot as a dumb kid.
Yeah, saying that like the more British sayings and American accents was funny. Like, we'll give that one a miss, Kazooie. What did you say so?
You want to read Josh's answer there, Drew?
Sure. It mentions the charm of the gameplay, hoping that it can come back at some point after all the cancellations and layoffs. Yeah, and I agree with that as well. And I think I really do think that we're going to see a different era of Rare here, and hopefully that we'll be able to see what the result of that new leadership is here soon. But it looks like we just lost been disconnected from Sam. But yeah, the game is okay. Here we go. This cutscene is still playing here.
I was gonna see if I can improve. It. It was getting a little wonky.
Actually, it looks to be running very smoothly now.
Yep.
Perfect.
Mingella and Blobelda, like honestly, kind of
I heard the
tragically,
wonk and the music starting.
kind of tragically underutilized overall as characters in this game. You see them at the beginning, you see them at the end.
And Grunty Drumset Anvil on both of them.
Exactly.
And we don't see Tootie at all.
Nope.
Or Brentilda, their other sister.
Or Brentilda, yeah.
Brentilda's the one that bothered
They
me
must
for
off
some
the
reason.
plot.
I always wondered, like, where the heck did she go? Where is she at?
Tootie, you kind of accept, like, she lives somewhere else, and she's just not there right now.
Her
Yeah.
face is on the
Yep.
milk carton in Cloud Cuckoo Land's garbage, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Greg Mills mentioned like Tootie and Brentilda being in the rubbish
This is
game
Banjo
characters
Kazooie.
pile.
The rubbish game. Did we read Super Josh XD's answer, by the way,
Yes,
Drew?
yes, we did. A pretty cool crocodile here says, I don't know for sure, but I hope for the best of luck to the current staff, and hopefully we'll have the projects live against the higher-ups. Projects live or live against the higher-ups. Yeah, I mean, that's just sad, but they spent so long working on that Everwild game, and it just, like, went kaput. All those years of work just, like, gone. Maybe there will be a revival down the line, or maybe it'll get reworked into something else, but that's just sad. It really is.
As much
Yeah.
as it sucks that Everwild did get canceled, I will say it's never a good situation when people get laid off. But Rare kind of got, in the bad situation that it is, they could have had it a lot worse. They could have been shut down, like all those studios, like the Initiative got shut down, and a couple other studios got shut down. Like even though it's awful that those people got laid off, Rare still is
Sticking.
like they could have had a lot worse.
I will legit.
Yeah, Tango Gameworks is the one that, like, the creators of Hi-Fi Rush. I was devastated about that.
Oh yeah.
But luckily they got picked up by, I don't know if it was Embracer or who it was, but they got picked up by someone else, luckily.
Kevin mentions, I hope to see more of the world's favorite Bear Bird Buddy duo, even if it means licensing out the people that will actually give them the love and care they deserve. And we have, Toys for Bob. They appear to be actively vouching for that, giving their pitches for it seems.
I feel
Moon Studios, the Ori people.
I feel the backhandedness of that comment.
But yeah, I mean, I think at this point, like we were discussing, like Drew said for his answer, I think like there's a good chance that Rare is going to see some value in a smaller time frame of development for a slightly smaller budget title. I just truly believe that that's probably the next step after a 10-year development game being canned and all.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're definitely in for some treats. Whether it be, I mean, we got like, our good buddy from the journalist thing, Banjo, in development this year, that year. I won't mention his name, but he likes to report in journalism. Banjo is accepting a pitch this year, that year.
Yeah, I take those with a grain of salt, but hey, there's hope. I know that. Hope lives on.
Hope.
Yeah.
Rare Fox.
Yeah, I do think Rare would send the right people to oversee it too.
Oh yeah.
You want me to read that one, Drew?
Sure.
So Rare Foxine says, Rare is an incredible company. As I mentioned in another question, all the developers are talented, kind, funny, and genuinely lovable. I love their creativity. Every Rare game is unique, even the so-called masterpiece like X the Ball. They have a lot of vague ones like that, but
That's
at least
Microsoft bought them.
because of X the Ball, X the Box. At least it's
Xbox.
Yeah, at least it's original. Haha. I admire all, just like I do with Platonic. By the way, I've always supported them, even in the toughest times, because I believe in them. Looking to the future, I just hope they make games that they themselves enjoy. Honestly, I'd love another game besides Sea of Thieves, but really anything they make would delight me. What matters most to me is that the developers are happy, because their incredible games and kindness make me happy too. And what an amazing answer. That was like probably the most well thought out one, for sure.
I couldn't agree more.
And honestly, I've always found Bottle's death to be darkly hilarious in a way.
Oh, Bottles is the man. He's a punk. Right? But some Gen Jars calls him a punk. I'm staying right here. Of course I look like Bottles, you punk. He's my brother.
As a kid, I thought Bottles was an idiot.
Yes.
And as an adult, I think Bottles was an idiot.
He trolls Banjo and Kazooie like crazy. I mean, yeah.
See,
honestly,
chicken in your backpack?
as a kid, I honestly thought Kazooie was like the coolest one, just because they were such a jerk to everyone. So like, I definitely sided in the Kazooie Bottles feud. I was definitely with Kazooie on that one as well. He wasn't the favorite. He wasn't the favorite character of Banjo-Kazooie anyway.
Kazooie!
Banjo and Kazooie going to Pterodactyl land, and they're seeing that strange shape. We'll just call it that. And then Kazooie's whispering in the ear, and it looks like that. Banjo's like, "Oh, Kazooie, grow up."
I think so. We're on Holly Jolly Tony's answer now on this second question, right?
Yes.
So Tony says, when it comes down to it, I really do want a triumphant return, but I don't know after the whole fiasco with Nuts and Bolts launch, but I have faith that Platonic will at least deliver on the same kind of platforming gameplay, which, yeah. And part of kind of what Drew was saying, and it's going to be part of my answer later, but I will say with Greg Mayles floating around, he did just recently, in fact, I think it was yesterday, made a comment to someone when they were saying like, oh, it was a great career, all that, wish you the best. He says he doesn't think his career is over yet. So it's like, oh, hey, that's what I like to hear.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely will be keeping an eye on whatever.
Looks like Gothic. Looks like your answer is next, actually.
Yep. No, actually, hold on. I actually, for some reason, looks like we have yours next here up,
He's
actually.
the greatest creator in the Western Hemisphere.
Agreed.
Oh, wow. I forgot I wrote a 2 for that one.
But yeah, Sam,
which one was that for, Drew? Was that
looks
for
like,
the...
Looks like Blue Sky. You actually wrote your answer for that on Blue Sky. Did I miss any? Did I like
crap. That would be why. I didn't realize I wrote it on a different platform.
Yep.
Nope. I probably just have a different order than you.
Okay.
But heck.
MySpace questions.
Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yeah. We'll just start using MySpace as a platform due to popular demand.
Is that still a thing?
But yeah, so I said I wonder, I think MySpace is still an archived thing, but I was saying I appreciate how much Rare pushes the hardware that they work on and their ability to tackle many different genres, like we kind of talked about earlier, and still maintain that charm that they're known for. Also, the hard times that these games personally got me through, and the fact that they are one of the first things that my current girlfriend and I, Casey, Sel as well, bonded over. We first off started talking. I was friends with her sister, and we kind of talked about like art and video games, but Rare was like the biggest thing when I started talking to my current girlfriend, that we just sort of bonded over. Art, different music, movies, but especially Rare. Like Rare was the biggest one, and the first game we played together was actually Sea of Thieves. So definitely appreciate Rare for all that, like that they do respectively, and the impact they've had on my life. For my hopes, I hope that there's still a place for smaller budget titles, especially in the current game space, and continuing legacy IP projects in some regard alongside new projects. Because I think we've had since as DK Vine called it, sort of the Rare Renaissance since Rare Replay. I think there is still a continuation, or at least a focus on continuing legacy IP, whether it be licensed out or what have you, or them continuing in-house. But I think there's still a place for those legacy titles. And I hope that the Platonic lads continue to improve, and maybe that, like I said, Greg Mail's floating around right now, has some involvement in some shape or form later, either for collaborations with him or just to join them. And I would love a Platonic collaboration with Rare of some sort. I would absolutely love that.
Would be incredible, indeed. I also, something I mentioned before, just with Banjo-Tooie,
it's more likely than it was back then. Sure.
Oh yeah, and I did want to mention with Banjo-Tooie here, like I've mentioned before, like the character models in this game look absolutely fantastic, and I think like in this, either in the Xbox version or even this version, they have a nice little just look to them, and that just really shows like just how good the overall character design is here.
Oh yeah, for
Fox,
sure.
I will say Foxane in the chat saying not Embracer, which, yeah, Embracer. If you guys don't know, Free Radical, which was David Doak, very instrumental in the development of Perfect Dark and 007. He did a lot with Crysis, the Time Splitters series. He's good friends with Graham Norgate, who also worked on 007, a lot of other Rare stuff. They got shut down. Free Radical got shut down by Embracer some years back. So definitely, my heart goes out to some of those guys ex-Rare people who have had their own, stuff kind of falling apart. But David Doak's attitude is nothing but positive. That guy is just a beam of light in an otherwise sometimes a little dingy industry.
He really just came across to me as like just this perfect gentleman. When I saw him over a couple of years ago, he's just like as a very, I don't know, just kind of a cool, nice guy to talk to.
Totally. It's kind of like Foxane said, those guys are really down to earth. They got a good sense of humor. They're really kind. I can't speak for everyone that's ever been at Rare, but like the people who seem to stick together and maintain their relationships no matter where they're working. There's just great guys and great developers, man.
Oh yeah.
Now they can get out and talk to the fans and such. They can interact with fans. In the years of the Chris and Tim Stamper era, the Stamper brothers never let anybody have any transparency. Like Tim Stamper would tell them, no interviews. We're not pop stars. We're game makers. Let the games do the talking. That's literally. I talked to one of the Rare employees. That's literally the words of Tim Stamper and Chris Stamper. They were just so secretive about what they did.
I mean, even amongst the devs, though, there were some devs like Grant Kirkhope likes to be all snarky about the fact that he had the key to like multiple barns, like he was able to go into multiple projects. But most of the devs actually were solely like one team or the other, and they didn't usually know what the other team was working on unless they did presentations to the whole studio. But Grant Kirkhope likes to brag. He was one that, especially during the DK64 Perfect Dark time, he was able to jump between like 3 different projects. So.
Oh yeah, especially when there's like towards the end of the project, like cross-pollination. Like even though Greg Mails was not on the DKC3 team, like some of the DKC3's best bits came from his suggestion.
Yeah, in fact, some of those post-it notes that Greg Mails has posted on Twitter regarding stuff that they didn't get to use in the first 2 games, including the bird, which I forget the name of. But yeah, a lot of that moved, and Ellie as well. But they moved directly over to DKC3, which is really cool.
I love the little note he posted for Banjo-Tooie.
All right, did we read Nat's answer there, Drew?
No, we haven't read that yet. But I can go ahead and do that. I appreciate that Rare takes risks.
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt there.
Yep. I appreciate that Rare takes risks and not just sticking to one gaming genre, as well as embracing the silly British humor that's become a famous trademark from them. My hopes for the future is that they continue to make games that they want to make, as well as continue their lovable charm. again, great answer there. Breadbug says that they made Kitty Kong the greatest character of all time. Oh man.
That is like a creepypasta image right there, though.
It is.
Oh man, like when the game goes through a power outage, you cannot pirate this game. Just Dixie and Kitty in the crib.
Oh yeah.
And Roa.
That's the game over screen, but it's like the faint screen as well.
I will say
Scary.
Breadbug. Really quick, I will say Breadbug's a really cool member of the community, and Nat, the last answer, Nat Zooey, also another really big, especially Kazooie advocate, but a really big like Rare fan that does great art. If you ever see Nat or Nat Zooey on any social, great artist. I definitely recommend checking it out there.
Oh, Nat's got great stuff.
Totally. And it looks like we got Rose answer next.
Yes, and love that Yooka-Laylee and Riplaylee continue a balance of accessible platformers, humor that kids and adults can enjoy, and colorful cartoon protagonists. Hope to see more ambitious ideas from them, no dangerous techie trends from Platonic, let alone Rare, and Sea of Thieves is better than four-player multiplayer update. And a Sea of... I don't get what he's saying in that last part there. A Sea of Thieves and 4-player multiplayer update day 1? I don't get what he's saying there exactly.
Tricky Trends, Platonic, Little and Rare, and a Sea of Thieves greater than
4-player.
Greater than 4-player multiplayer update.
Oh, I see.
Day 1.
They have more than 4 players at
So like
once.
imagine like 16 players or something. That'd be crazy.
All in a crew.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
On the forums, people have for like it's like people have dreamt about that for some time. In the game now they have, I forget the name of the ship, but they have Flameheart ship, which is basically a ship big enough to accommodate like 8 people, but it's not made for that. Like a crew is 4 usually max. So yeah, and I started to make more shout outs to some of our community fan friends, and like Ro is a really good friend, and he's check out Ro's YouTube channel. If you type in Ro video game music Ro P on YouTube, it'll pop up. He has done a ton of stuff, and he's actually been involved with a lot of Banjo-Tooie stuff. He did with another friend, Hugo, he did a pterodactyl animated music cover that he was involved with the guitar parts of. So definitely a really talented guy.
And at Jiggy, look back, you
Yeah,
mentioned
that was like the animated,
this
like,
is your answer for the second question.
Pterodactyl man, but it was like
You mentioned here specifically the charm, the uniqueness of every entry, the character designs, highest of quality in almost every aspect. My hopes are small. I don't expect them to revisit old IPs or anything, but I really hope Everwild gets brought back and released. I certainly want a new IP. To revisit an old IP would be fantastic too, but I'm not super hopeful until some fan like me convinces Microsoft to do it. Until one of us convinces them to do it, though that's what we've all been trying to do for quite a while here.
Exactly. Just need to be convincing.
Yes, they do.
You need to be like positive but convincing. I feel like a lot of people are like, just scrap everything else, scrap Everwild, like work on.
No, I want Everwild. I want it.
It looked like
I wanted this.
I just want
amazing.
more. It's just disappointing. You have such a cool studio that makes such unique games, and they're just twiddling their thumbs on the same game they've been working on for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with them continuing to support Sea of Thieves. I like that, but they have nothing else to show. And they had a game that they were working on, and it could have been like something amazing.
To be honest,
I don't even care if it would have been amazing. Like, they just put it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, now we're over 5 years that they haven't had anything released that they've even been a part of. Technically, the last one was Battletoads 2020. And I totally agree. It's not like I'm saying, like, don't support Sea of Thieves, because actually, going back and playing it very recently, it's been about a year or so since I played it. I'm having a great time. Like, seeing what they've added and how it's changed, I'm actually thoroughly impressed. And it's great. I love that they're supporting that, but it would have been... I guess it would have been nice. I don't know how it would have looked, but it probably, at least for Rare's success side of things, like having Everwild on like a side of like Sea of Thieves, I don't know what that would look like. I don't know if it would have been like they would focus on those 2 games, having 2 like shared adventure type games. But I do feel slightly bad given that like it's sort of half the reason I bought a Series X, man. Like,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a sad thing there, but.
Do you remember what we said about the lighting in Banjo-Tooie?
Oh yeah,
Yep,
I
I'm seeing
want
it
more
here.
amazing lighting
just
here.
to show the flames moving.
It's good stuff. And there's
Oh,
a
wow, you guys are watching Banjo too. I almost completely went over that. Are you guys on the Discord? Oh, I forgot to click on that. I heard it for the intro Banjo to it, but you're right about the lighting though, especially like
yeah.
what's one place in Banjo Tooie I really like the lighting in?
One of the places for me is inside the. Inside the big fish is like okay for lighting, I guess. It's like it's more like gross, but inside the UFO is like one of the ones that has like really cool dynamic lighting as well.
Mhm.
Like the light that spins around it literally casts the shadow in like the appropriate direction. It's really good, man, for Nintendo 64.
That it
As
is.
far as like super realistic rare games go, I will say that Conquer Live and Reloaded, Banjo Tooie, and even like what's it called there? Guns
Dark
and Bolts.
Zero? Oh, nuts and bolts. Yeah.
Well, the textures more so, yeah. Like the textures look amazing to this day in those games.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the few reasons I actually do like that also Rare Replay got a lot of support is like obviously Sea of Thieves was brought up into like 4K and it was kind of launched at that if you had a PC that could accommodate it. But if you go back and play Nuts and Bolts on like a Series console or Series X especially, like man, I don't know, it just it looks so good. Like there's some videos up on YouTube to show like the difference of like when Rare made it like able to hit the resolution of 4K, but like it's quite noticeable when it comes to like Gothic said, textures and especially like signs and stuff. Definitely cool.
It is.
And it's aged really well.
It has. For now, we need
really
to
has.
we need to try to speed through like more of the rest of the questions because I think like we need to try to wrap up maybe in the next 15 minutes if possible, and we have at this point 20 answers remaining. So I want to try to get through this next bit just a little more quickly so we can kind of get things wrapped up. Exactly. Fernando here says, I don't know if I got it right, but I can
Like
answer.
you said.
Sorry, what? But Fernando mentioned.
I was just gonna say, like Jiggy said, rapid fire.
Yes. I don't know if I got it right, but I can answer the music. I have no idea how modern Rare games are, but I like the music. The music will be with me until I go to the afterlife. I've often jokingly said to myself that, like, if I go up to the pearly gates here and I don't hear, like, Viva Pinata music, I might hesitate to walk in. Something like that.
They're just gonna personalize it for your arrival. Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
But you know what? I gotta agree with that sentiment, man. Like I feel like one of the biggest parts of my Rare fandom has to do with like their plethora of amazing talent in the music department. To name a few that are like underrated too, we got Jamie Hughes, excellent composer. Worked on he still works on Sea of Thieves. Did all the music for Grunty's Revenge. Worked on Banjo Pilot. Graham
that's amazing. I love that OST.
Graham Norgate, who does a lot of music support, but took like half, I think, with Grant Kirkhope. Might have taken most of it for 007, and worked on Perfect Dark. He also has worked with, like I said, David Doak at Free Radical. Robin Beanland, who's still there, man. I think Robin Beanland might start hitting records as far as like employment at Rare. He's the GOAT. I mean, he's worked on so much. I think his most iconic music is probably Mr. Pants, personally.
It's Mr. Pants.
I got
Do. But he's done great work with Sea of Thieves. Like I said, playing the recent update. Robin Beanland keeps putting out bangers. They have not stopped for that. Everwild, even if you heard some of the Everwild music, it was hauntingly beautiful. It was like otherworldly and mystical, but like I was very, again, just looking forward to more music. But I mean, you name it. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Jet Force Gemini, just a really talented guy. Grant Kirkhope, which I know all of us here are pretty big fans of.
What a
just
guy.
David Wise, all of them. I mean, I gotta be honest. I could talk about it all day. I could geek out about. Yeah, I could geek out about.
I was gonna say rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire 2-minute elaboration.
I can talk about this all day.
Sam
The
mentions
last is
here
rapid fire. All right.
the third of the questions. Rare is known for their trademark humor. What are some of your favorite lines and moments from the game? Sam's here shows stuff like the menu from Jolly Rogers, the Great Mighty Pooh, the groundskeeper, I believe from Grabbed by the Ghoulies, right?
Yep.
Yep. It's where most of the innuendos in that game take place, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, he says so many ridiculous things.
Mash my marrow.
And I mentioned here that just consistently throughout all of Banjo-Kazooie, like all throughout Banjo-Kazooie, you just have Gruntilda's rhyme, and I can't help but admire, like, you know, Greg Mayles, he wrote all those rhymes when he left Rare, just all those couplets. And think back to in Banjo-Kazooie when he wrote like literally over 200 of them, and so many of them are just absolutely hysterical. Like stuff like, if you think I'm rather soft, I'll be waiting in the loft. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Even
I mean,
like, you know, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
go ahead, Gothic.
Oh, also we gotta give a shout out to Evelyn Novakovic Fisher for her DKC3.
Oh yes.
Of course.
Yes, her music in that
And
game.
she also voiced at Tiny Kong.
Huh, I didn't know that.
And Joanna Dark, I think.
Sam mentions he has a hard time narrowing down, but his favorite moments have to be from Banjo-Tooie. He mentions the bathroom scene in trying to think, Grunty's Industries, where like you can catch an employee like who seems to be having a really hard time in the bathroom there.
Yeah, I think they kept a lot of that humor in like the Platonic, like the fifth world in that game. But yeah, I just gotta say Banjo-Tooie real quick because I like. There's so much. Obviously, I could talk about this all day, but Jiggy will call me out for my rapid fire miss abilities. But like literally, I could name a bunch of different games. I love the humor, but I gotta say, Banjo-Tooie is probably the top. I mean, there's so many. Just it's cynical. Like Gothic said, almost dark, but like the humor is like snarky, sarcastic, and like a little cynical, but hilarious. Like with Terry in Pterodactyl Land, like she kind of has a one of her babies is kind of a little bit bigger than the other one, and she suggests hitting it with like a grenade egg. Like there's so many moments. Canary Mary in general, Skivvy Worker, like Drew said, that you have a chance to see him like having a hard time in the bathroom there. Just all throughout the game, man. Like George and Mildred, the ice cubes.
That was my favorite.
Like there's just so much, man. Like the boss interactions all have like a little bit of humor. It's just fantastic. Like I absolutely love Tooie for its humor and character interactions. For me, it's like the pinnacle.
You straight up murder a loving ice cube couple. I mean, that's messed up.
Inadvertently murder.
And maybe George, but no,
It was
Mildred.
good
Mildred
intentions. For sure.
Like, push me over the edge. I'll land where I need to.
Well, Mildred's a little more debatable on that, I would say.
Sounds like something that would happen in Conquer, honestly.
Yep.
That's true. But there's an item in her, and how was I to know she was going to leave this mortal realm?
Yep. Rare Voxanes mentions, honestly, everything in Conquer. Yeah, that whole game.
Heaven has it.
That whole game is just hilarious there. And yeah, Banjo-Kazooie games are hilarious too, absolute classics. Also want to talk about Battletoads 2020. This game is so underrated, even if it was made by Delilah Studios. It's funny and creative. I love the Jason's Colden autograph scene.
Those are both great. The autograph scene, if you haven't played Battletoads 2020, so they're like at like an E3 equivalent, and like Rash Battletoad is like giving autographs to like the very few people that are in his line, and they're under the Rare flag. But if you look to the left of him, there's the Gold Hoarder skeleton from Sea of Thieves, and he's just got a massive line, and Rash has like no one there. It's so great.
And Super Joss mentions also in Banjo-Kazooie, you go out of the logo and Gruntilda says, "I can't believe you went in there. Wash your hands, you filthy bear." And I think, honestly, yeah, you're doing something that shocks even Gruntilda, as disgusting and vile as a person she is, to like going inside of a toilet and down the drain. That crosses the line for her. And Little Man mentions...
And Little Man, I think, is the next one?
Yes. Go ahead. You can go ahead and read that one.
Go ahead.
Just mentions...
So he says, I read this one and I was like, I know he thinks Nuts and Bolts is hilarious. He said, the beginning of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, as most of what they said, is still relevant, although it's reversed now, as people want more varied products rather than sequels, remakes, and live services.
and the industry would rather crank out the same slop than make a new idea. Also, funny car game.
And when Banjo and Kazooie visit Bottle's family in Tui, that is actually a fantastic answer, because all the little things that Kazooie says, like when they're trying not to, reveal that their dad is dead,
Yeah, the links they take does not mention that he's passed away, but Kazooie just keeps bringing it up. It's so great.
It is.
Not even being subtle about it. That's what Kazooie's like.
So the Badger mentions, were your parents
And
related?
Cell
like,
actually has the
before?
next one. My girlfriend.
Were your parents
Before they were
related?
married?
Yeah. Were your parents related like before they were married? That's such a good line. So funny. And a few from Bottles the Mole.
I thought what I want to say about Banjo Tooie is like. Ooh, Bottles. I want to see what these guys say. Yeah.
Yeah, Bottles mentions a Trunker.
I knew he would have a mostly Banjo-Kazooie answers, but
But we do also.
how's your nut, Spark Breath?
Yep. And I don't think it mentions also Lago has a Mario mention there. Mumbo's nuts go higher than Cloud Cuckoo Land. And the cow from Congress Bad Fur Day when you give them the prune juice in their troughs.
What a scene that was. What an objective for a game to present to you.
I know, exactly. You're literally
What a
gathering
great
it.
platform for Nintendo to be on.
And this is something I actually didn't know. Banana Meteor mentions that there is actually alternate dialogue in Banjo-Tooie if you get fries or burgers from them, but just either Banjo or Kazooie. I actually didn't know this, but the Banjo dialogue here is like hilarious. Says, "Give me some fries, Joe."
Me neither.
Yeah, fries coming right up. Have a nice day, I guess. Are you paid to say that? Yes. Gives Banjo an order of fries. Thanks. I'll be off to continue my exciting adventure now. Hey, do you need a sidekick? I got lots of cool moves. You have? Sure. How about the salt shaker slop? How about my greasy hand grab? Or I can spit fries really far. See you later, Joe.
You know, that all reminds me of Beavis and Butthead when they did the fast food thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny
Yeah,
dialogue
but I actually didn't know that existed either. So that was actually like a pleasure to read. Yeah, it was great to read through that, man.
It was.
This is like Salty Joe and Big Al burgers. Their inspiration had to be Beavis and Butthead. So, did I
Jiggy,
ask for fries?
why are you abusing that camel? He's already had enough.
He's already dead.
For too long.
He wasn't even in nuts and bolts.
T-Trom here, excellent Let's Play YouTuber, mentions that I liked how meta some of the jokes could get. I believe it was in Mayhem Temple in Tui, maybe trying to get into some kickball tournament, but not as a Stony. One of the guards says, "Sorry, but tickets sold out while you were playing Banjo-Kazooie." Always like that one. Yeah, that's a great joke. Great little meta joke there.
Oh.
Yep. That's the fourth wall breaking stuff I absolutely adore in that game.
And matter of fact, you can almost say about rare games in general is that they are always just generally meta, where they acknowledge the fact that they are video games.
Yeah, they do it in a way that's like still like cool though. Like Mario Brothers 3 is like just a play on a stage, you know? But they're still in a world doing things, but they still acknowledge like, especially the ending of Conquer when he starts like getting his access to the director's chair or something.
Exactly. Nat mentions here pretty much anything Kazooie says in Banjo-Tooie. This is one of my favorites. Goggles. My daddy can fix them if they have a break, but can anyone fix daddy? Good one.
Oh my god. That's amazing. I never picked up on that as a kid.
Yeah, I remember this one.
And Steph, the Bree girl, says, Kazooie,
Is that
wait.
about the end of the blue sky answer?
Yeah, about the end of that, close to that. Bree girl mentions, wait, something's not right. Oh no, he's upside down. You mean he's tipped up? That's not funny.
Tipped up. I remember that. That was great.
Yeah.
And another mention of the parents being related before
Tip
they were
Top,
married.
the unsung hero.
Yep.
And that joke is a reoccurring favorite, I guess.
It is. And like he mentions here also, I like how Shannon mentions how Pumpkin Banjo can flush down log of the toilet, and then Gruntilda's disgusted rhyme when they come back up the pipe. Another mention of that joke, and it is a funny moment in that game. Definitely something that stands out to me, and just like Gruntilda's response to that alone is just classic. Fernando mentions he kind of just mentions generally how like when he played it as a kid, he really just like didn't understand a lot of it, but playing it later when he could understand it, that he had a blast. I was completely clueless about what the characters were saying.
Seems so innocent, but once you know, I mean, that a lot of us as English speakers, though, I think that was the same for me. Going back to play like Kazooie and Tooie as an adult, it's like, oh, didn't notice that, like the Jolly Rogers bar stuff. It's like, no, didn't notice that as a kid.
Yep. And I have to say though, I think there is. I think, at least on my end, there's a little bit of lag when I say something and you guys hearing me. I think that's been happening on the stream a little bit.
Oh yeah, I noticed that a long time ago. Didn't want to mention it. I was like, because when one of us talks, you seem to pause longer than I anticipate will happen. But it's fine. It works.
Yes, we work with it the best that we can. Video Game's videos mentioned a very simple joke, but as a kid, I really liked in Banjo-Tooie when King Jingling's name was done wrong all the time. Least of all, by the time Kazooie calls him Sing-Along, and Jingling finally vents his frustration. I mean, the variations in his name are quite hilarious, and just more of the cheeky stuff that a Rare was able to get away with in that game.
Hey, that's a good
Ding-a-ling.
We're calling Mr. Hooper Mr. Looper all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Logi
But
has
yeah, like I think I remember Ding-a-long, Sing-along, or Ding-a-ling, Sing-along, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Logi mentions there's so many. A Gruntilla quote: "There are so many stairs in my lair. They always it makes me gasp for air." And last of all, something here from Zeki. I think this is the last one. Yeah, last one. Zeki, I can remember that Chunky being the only one to try and get the player not to pick him from the tag barrel. Yeah, the tag barrel in DK64. Not so much now, but it stood out to me. And from the same game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is. And Cranky.
Oh yeah.
Tiny.
Tiny. I love that.
And from the
And
same.
then but I like Tiny reacts to it. She goes, Tiny or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, like she just goes along with it. She's like, yeah,
Tiny,
pick
but you
me.
care about Diddy and Dixie just fine. It's obvious Squawks likes Dixie better than Tiny, and it's peevish that she did not get a Dixie didn't get a DK64. It's like, you're not Dixie, I'm not carrying you.
And also mentions Cranky Kong and Wrinkly Kong there, although I can't really read them as they currently are. I have to actually pull it up to see those screens. Let's see here.
So one of them is Wrinkly simply saying that she's still here to help, but her body passed away after DKC3, basically.
We canonized that Funky Kong drove his jet ski into Wrinkly's boat rails, but then
I've heard that, but I don't even know where that comes from. I don't...
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
But she was live in Donkey Kong Land 3 though, and that was a canon sequel, so it couldn't have been that.
Interesting. But oh my gosh, guys, this was a lot of responses that we managed
That's a weird timeline.
that we got through. And gosh, it was great to. We wanted to thank you guys so much for just answering our questions, for all the overwhelming number of responses. We all love Rare. Rare captivated us in our childhoods. They made so many great games, and they continue to try to carry that same innovative spirit to this day. And yeah, we gotta kind of try to wrap it up here. But and the rest of you want to give your final thoughts on this celebration here.
I'll let the guests go ahead, Jiggy.
we need Banjo 3.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
That's my final thoughts.
How about you, Gothic?
You know, Rare stands the test of time, and I think that TT and Sea of Thieves will be a testament to that. A 10-year-old game putting a stopwatch. Nah, for real though. Rare is the company that
Gosh,
I
that
wouldn't
render
be
in the
wanting to
background
live
looks
without
like
Rare.
garbage.
And you know all the people that are talented. When I say I'm a fan of Rare, I'm a fan of Greg Mail. And the
I flew all the way to it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh the one there too, yeah, the one like but you know, I think it's great that now we're seeing Nintendo. This is all. I'll wrap this one up real quick. But Nintendo is starting to embrace Rare as Nintendo
Yes.
history. Like it used to be, like Nintendo and Kyoto with EAD would just be like, oh well, that we're Nintendo, but Rare was a partner of ours. Now you look at the Nintendo Museum, and you see stuff on display. You see NSO, you see Smash, you see all these collabs, all these things happening. Rare history is Nintendo history, and the people that grew up with Rare are taking over the ranks of Nintendo. I don't think they're ever gonna buy him back and such, but that's not the point. The point is that their legacy is actually cherished in a time when people that look down on the legacy from the 2000s just didn't have the appreciation for Rare than the people that grew up with the games did today.
100% agree. I think the varied like content with Rare is one of the things that makes it. Well, it's not as bad as like Sonic or Star Wars or what have you, but one of the most divided sort of like what they see as like what is the pinnacle of Rare. I think where we all agree on common ground is that like their past work is absolutely phenomenal, and even their current work. The thing about Rare that I think has been consistent is no matter what they do, they come up with completely creative ideas. And the one thing that the culture of that studio has maintained is that if they don't have fun making it, then they're not going to make it. Like, what's the point? Like, I gotta honestly admire them for that mantra that still stayed around. I will say, heard from a friend of mine on Discord that like sets up the Sea of Thieves Fest. He says everything at Rare right now have to keep under tight like lock and key. They really want to share more information than they're able to at the moment. But honestly, given like the Everwild cancellation and then the licensed out Perfect Dark cancellation, my heart goes out to the developers that are still there, and my heart goes out to the developers that are, you know, like at Playtonic, still keeping that mantra and that style and that joy of honestly the past work alive. Like, I think the future seems pretty bright for Rare. Right now, as you guys and Jiggy, a lot of answers have said, I just really hope and pray that they have another release here pretty soon. And I'm going to be definitely supporting them until that point. And Playtonic as well, just to wish them all the best, all the past devs. And like I said prior to starting this, if you look at the profile pictures of all the people here involved in this conversation, we would not be the same if it wasn't for and the impact of Rare on our life. So I just want to thank you guys again for supporting the questions. Much like the Donkey Kong community, the Rare community just being so cool and engaging and kind. And I just, it's a pleasure to be a part of that community, even to such a small degree. And like, man, I can't thank the community enough for engaging in these questions. And I can't thank our guests today enough for coming and joining us, geeking out and playing at 12 frames a second on NSO. Like, I really appreciate you guys joining us, man.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I want to just add to that as definitely want to add to that as well.
Let
Here.
the record show.
Let the record show what?
Let the record show what, Jiggy?
Oh, I was gonna say, let the record show that I won at Banjo-Tooie, GoldenEye, and Jet Force Gemini.
Yep.
Let the record show that I was second place on TUI and I didn't pay attention to anything else.
Are we just gonna ignore Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run? Come on.
All right.
And what was that, Drew?
But yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, it definitely is time where we are needing to. The night is waning on, and we definitely need to wrap it up. But guys, this has been so much fun. I want to again just thank our amazing community for again just contributing these answers to these questions. Just our love of Rare is what brings us all together here. And if you guys enjoy this kind of content, be sure to go ahead, drop a like on the stream. It helps people find it who also enjoy this type of content. Be sure to subscribe. We are only, as of the last time we looked, only 9 subscribers away from our first pretty big milestone of 100 subscribers. And again, thank you for supporting us as we've tried to build on this this new channel here. And that all be said, you all have an excellent and amazing day.
Yep, for me and Drew and the Kooky Crew, have a good one, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh, hey.